Learn to read lips is wild. What do you mean learn to read lips? Hello, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today is in fact Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday and I had a long shift, therefore today is Wednesday. Aha! How are y'all doing? Everybody's going well? It never gets better. Remember what Pep is saying while playing the Sonic and Shadow dolls. Oh, you'll never guess. You'll never know. Wednesday, my dudes. It is a Wednesday, my dudes. Ah! Daily Pepel, shut up. You shut up. Welcome in, Sanixary, Arcovoid, Lazy Eggs, Helldiver, Alex Rose, Unimo. I have to check one more box. Hold on. Is this? Okay, no, it's not two different ones. Godzilla and Helldiver, if I didn't already say. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. If not, hope it gets better. Feliz miércoles. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh. What am I? So behind on deadlines. So grievously behind on deadlines. Actually, no. I shaved off like a big chunk of my work, so I'm technically still behind, still very much behind. I should be further in my work, but I'm not. But that's what we're gonna be doing today, and that's why it's an art stream. Yippee! Wahoo! I don't know if it's been like maybe I'm like getting old at like a extremely fast rate, but I feel like every time I stream, the light, like the fucking ring light that I use for tracking, gets inexplainably hotter. Like it's so wow. No, it's like actually temperature wise. I feel it getting hotter. Maybe it's because it's turning summer, but I don't know. It's just hot. It's always so hot. Let's see. Today, my friend fed me yogurt and it got all over my face, in my hair, and nose. They literally forced a spoon in my mouth. Gross! I don't know. I like yogurt and everything, but there's something about, like, being forced to eat yogurt that I'm like, is gross. Disgusting. Never want yogurt again. Me Invisible episode came out, so I'll probably be gone soon to watch that with the boys. Nice. Uni, personally, I would never let that slide. Comment egg L. What is it? Use your brain. Wait, is that one from Invincible, or is that from Breaking Bad? I feel like those two shows take up the same space in my head, in the sense of like it's nothing that I've ever watched, but I've seen clips of it, and they both have that, like, if you're an actual fan of the show and like, oh yeah, what it stands for exactly is what I really like. It's like, oh, you know, not grizzled guy, but more so like, this is gonna sound a little mean, but like guy with a little chest hair being like, yeah, this is what being a man's all about. And then it's like, I don't know, a little too chudling, you know what I mean? That's the vibe the shows give off. But like, I like Breaking Bad because it has a lot of really funny Minecraft edits, where it's like them edited into the Minecraft world. I fucking love those clips. Those, and then like the memes that I see from Invincible. So I don't know, they serve their purpose, or like they were meant for something, but they serve a totally different purpose that I appreciate them very much for. So yeah. Let's see. Nah, it was silly. Same friend apparently got hungry and she fed me all the yogurt and bit me. Whoa! Think, Mark, think! That's what you're thinking of. That's the one. What will you give it? 500 years! Pep is becoming a good boy! What does that mean? But thanks. I'm so glad you could finally acknowledge me for my... Yeah. Oh my god. I am excited and ready, and that's all I am. And I should have changed into shorts, but I didn't. I got home, immediately started eating, and then working. And now I'm in pants, and it's fucking hot. You will live for hundreds of years. You will live to see this planet die. See, y'all are saying things, and I think I've seen that clip like one time ever in my life, and I've seen so many things that I cannot recall a single thing. What will you have after that? All I know is the... Actually, I don't even know. I know they're like another race, and they're like... What is it? Veltramite or something like that? It's in your blood. And that's the only thing coming to mind for me. That, and then there's one scene where something bad happens, and the guy, I think his name is Mark, he's like standing there, and someone was like, why is bro just standing there? Like he's hitting the pose from the poster, and I'm like, whoa. Standing man emoji, nice. You should be used to the heat, Pep. You were born in it, molded by it. It's so fucking hot. I can't. Hot pants. It's inexplicably hot pants. I feel like the climate change is forcing me to be more girly because it's so comfortable to wear skirts because there's like nothing but air, especially long skirts. It makes you look nice, very elegant and stuff. I have to like hold my skirt when I go up the stairs and shit. But like so much air, it feels so nice. It's like, god damn, this is luxury at its finest. Oh my god. But let me tell you, little girl secret here, right? Whenever you see like the little shoujo girlies with a cute crop sweater and a long skirt that flows or whatever, and you know they hold it while they're going up the stairs, when they gotta go to the bathroom, they have to like scrunch it all, and they either take it down, which is impossible to do with a long skirt, or you scrunch it all up, you like fucking rubber band that thing, and then now you have like clear passage, you know what I mean? I wear shorts underneath because, you know, I need some way to carry things, so I have pockets. But like, it's so undignified to go to the bathroom in, but so good on camera, and like anywhere else, it's like, wow, look at this girl, she's so elegant, and wow, you know, and graceful, whoa, but no, no. I mean, it's hot up here. My school is AC, bro. Uh-oh, Pep don't got heat res like I do. I'm still wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants. How? Remember to wear safety shorts? Oh, no, I always do. Like, I like air, but not that much air. That makes me, that's the, like, anxious air. That's why I never, never without shorts, you know, safety shorts. I've worn basketball shorts underneath my skirts before. It's really nice. One time I went to a con. I don't know how much I would recommend this, but, you know, I did it. I went to a con one time. Years ago, and I had this really pretty dress on. It was like what's it called, the like spaghetti strap dress, right? And it was like white, and it was like flowy but not super long, and it like reached to my knees, and it was very pretty, very like short sundressy, you know. I had basketball shorts underneath, and that's where I had my wallet, and so anytime I had to pay for anything at the con, I would like lift my skirt, not like, you know, lift it like a toddler or something, like, whoa, look at, like, I would lift it or whatever, but it did not look graceful, it did not look elegant. I would lift it, reach my hand in my pocket, get out my wallet, and then I would like put my dress back down, and like every time, and I spent a lot of money at that con, so I don't know what other people thought. I didn't care to look at their eyes and be like, what do you think about that, you know, like I didn't care as much as I probably should have. But, I mean, I was covered. I was doing nothing wrong. No one told me anything. No one. So, I think I was fine. Oh my god. I know just how you feel, bestie. You get it. You get it. I just imagine you tree skirting the toilet. What's tree skirting? Took me years to get used to wearing short sleeves, but I like long sleeves, even if it's summer. Really? I get too hot. Like, I like long sleeves in cold weather. And then when it's warm weather, it makes me mad. It makes me so mad for no reason. I'll reach for something and I'm like, oh, my sleeves in my way. Especially if it's like baggy sleeves to where they get in the way of things, or they like knock shit over because they're dragging. Like, I like not fitted, not like super tight or anything, short long sleeves, but they have to like fit pretty closely to my arm. If not, I will get mad at sleeves. And I have quite a few sweaters that have like baggy sleeves because it looks cute, but it pisses me off. So like, can't wear it unless I'm like, I have enough defense points in my rage baity system, you know what I mean? Like, there's a certain amount. I dress very aware of like what I want to look like, but also what I can put up with that day and what the weather says, for the most part. Sometimes I forget to check the weather, but like all those things combine to make like always the perfect outfit to where I look nice, I feel comfortable, and I'm okay to deal with like any negatives that the outfit has. I'm very conscious about what I wear. It actually like correlates to how stressed out I've been, because I noticed I started wearing like simpler clothes these past couple days because I was like, I'm stressed. And so no heels on those days, tennis shoes, regular work slacks, and like a button-up work shirt, and like that's it. Oh my god. Because I'm built different. Also, it's been raining and hailing. Also, the power just went out. What the heck? You telling me you didn't go, get a load of this. Pep in my head, Saga her skirt till you see her what? Oh my god, I despise long sleeves at any time. Really? Hence why I made myself some nice arm warmers. Okay, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. At least, like, you're just not raw dogging the cold. I despise turtlenecks. I like them in terms of style. I hate them in terms of wearing them because it always makes me feel like I'm being choked. Like, I hate it. Same reason why I don't like chokers. Love them in design. They look so nice on everybody else. But me, they like make me annoyed. I've worn like maybe 3, maybe 5 in my lifetime. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. They look cute though, but very warm, very fluffy, very cute, and I can draw on paper without it making the fabric noise. Oh my god, I know what you mean. When the paper rose against the fabric, besides my armor, it makes me feel like, ugh. Yeah, I felt that. Easy solution to heat: Hawaiian shirts. It's short sleeved and looks nice. Looks nice. There's definitely some in nowadays. I'm salivating like crazy and I don't know why. But nowadays there's a lot like cuter print ones where it's like Pokemon as a print or like Sonic as a print, you know, where it's like a bit more nerdy or whatever. I've seen some like pretty legit Pokemon ones that I've thought about getting, but I'm like, I don't know if it, like, if you want to look girly in a Hawaiian shirt, you have to like do a lot of extra steps in order to get it to look like that, to make it look effortless or whatever, and that kind of pisses me off. That's why I'm not like the girliest of girl dresses, but like there's dresses that I own that are very easy to put on, but they look nice, and that's why I have them. Like denim dresses, my beloved. Those shits are easy to work with. You put on like a sweater and a denim dress, you're good. You put on like a short sleeve white shirt and a denim dress, you're good. You look amazing, and you don't have to do much. I love that. Effortlessly nice looking outfits, my beloved. They're called chokers for a reason. True. Don't choke the pep. I mean, it's not like I'm choking. It's not like I'm like, oh, let me tighten that shit. Like, of course that beauty is pain. I'm not doing that. It's just like, you have to have them like just fitted enough to where they don't slide down, especially for like chokers where the closing thing is like a chain or whatever, and it's not like an elastic thing. With elastic ones, they're not as bad. Like I don't know if anyone remembers, they look kind of like lace, but they're like a plasticky kind of feel. They were really popular in the 90s. They look nice. But god, like they wouldn't bother me as much as the clothing ones, or not the clothing ones, but the cloth ones, or like any of the other material ones, because the other materials usually like anywhere from leather to like leather, like a little bit thicker and usually a little wider. Like you could really fsee those, but the other stretchy ones, they weren't as bad, but if you like bent the right way, you could feel it, and that would bug me. Let's see. I darn near always wear Hawaiian shirts. Currently wearing one with airplanes on it. Oh, nice. See, Sin, it's your signature look. I don't have turtlenecks. I don't think I can rock one. It's also not versatile enough. True. You gotta have that, like, because I was gonna say, like, oh, successful entrepreneur, but I'm like, well, no, not all of them are successful. And so it's like, maybe successful, not successful, and it's like, I don't know. But that, like, that guy who works in tech, you know what I mean? That like bikes to work or something. I mean, I don't know if bikes to work, but he's like always wearing some type of dress shirt and then a turtleneck under, and then like work slacks or whatever, and loafers. Those are the kind of people that like do, like, you know, that scrawny tall guy build. You gotta have that type of build, I think, to make a turtleneck work. At least for men. For women, it's a bit different. But, like, for men, technically, other men can make it work. Like, you know, well-built guy, you know, what is it, double door fridge, they can make it work, but it's just, there's like 3 stereotypes of people in turtlenecks that, like, depending on your build, you will remind them, if they've seen the photo, like, they're so iconic, of like one of those 3. And I'm not gonna say those 3 because I don't want to make y'all self-conscious, but every time that I've seen someone with a turtleneck that's a guy dressing masculine, it fits into one of those 3. And so that's where I'm like, yeah, like those 3 images come to mind. I'm just like, yep, it's always one of those 3. Let's see. I have TikTok now, Bessie. Yo, nice! Pep scares me. She's cute, but dresses like a Japanese housewife. What do you mean, like a Japanese housewife? What does a Japanese housewife even dress like? Do you have a preferred footwear? How dripped are the dogs? Boots for my stompers anytime. So I used to have a pair of, like, they're, how to say it? They were not real, but they were like, you know, those lace-up military style boots, but styled. That's the emphasis, right? They had zippers on the side, right? So they were like that fashion kind of, but I love those. Wore this everywhere. They ripped. So no longer have those. Been like maybe half a year minimum without them. Sucks. I hate it. I do have actual military ones, but those I need to break in, but I haven't worn them enough to break them in, because every time that I go anywhere that would wear them down enough to break them in, I don't want to wear those because I don't want to be dying while I'm over there. I want to enjoy my life. So I have those. I have a fashion pair of boots that are actually from a cosplay. If you look up, what is it called? Violet Evergarden cosplay. The boots, those, I have those. They actually go with a couple of outfits, and I've gotten more than a couple of compliments from like older people that, not like, oh, I watch anime, I know where those are from, but I'm talking about, like, oh my god, those boots are cute. And I'm like, I know, right? I have those. I have a pair of high top Converse, but not like the lace up boots one, but just regular high top Converse. I ironed on patches of Sonic and Shadow that I got from Japan on those, so now they're like my nerdy Converse ones, but I need to re-iron on the thing because they're gonna come off, so I haven't worn those in a bit. I have a pair of high top khaki shoes. I don't know if they really have a style, but just regular high top, but like they're not like slip-ons or anything. They look like the type of shoes that what is that brand? Is it Nike? I don't know. They're high topped, but they're not like Converse. They don't have that like white sole in the front. They do have a white sole along the bottom, like that strip or whatever. But they're primarily made up of fabric, but they have like pattern on it, but they don't have that like Skechers mesh or anything on it. It's all like essentially canvas shoe, but it does break up in terms of texture, so it has a different texture. I don't know how to explain it, but they look like an average, like mid high school shoe, if that makes any sense. Like, at least when I think of like the common style of shoes that are high tops but not like Converse, I know exactly what I'm thinking of. Like basketball shoes, kind of that style. I have those. I have a pair of red Levi's. I have like 4 other pairs of I've heard them called booties. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. But they're ankle boots. I have like a dark brown pair. I have like, maybe it's 5? I don't know. I have a lot. I only have 1 without heel. The rest have heel. I have a dark brown pair, a light brown pair, a black pair, another black pair that I need to throw out, but I really like them too much, and those are hired heeled. I have a brown pair. Not brown, that's gray. I have a gray pair. I also do have a white pair of boots that I don't wear that much. I also have a white pair of shoes that I forgot I had because I was supposed to paint them. Completely forgot about them. Pulled them out the other day. Got to wear them with 1 outfit and then have not touched them again. Actually, I don't think I ended up wearing them with that outfit. I thought about it, but then I was like, no. And a good thing I did because I went out and it was thunderstorming. I do have other shoes. I have several other pairs of shoes, but it's not like the rest are like sandals. Like I have 2 pairs of heels, 1 for work, 1 for like actual going out. I have a pair of sandal pumps. I have a pair of huaraches, which are Mexican sandals, like old man Mexican sandals that are pretty comfy, not gonna lie. I have a pair of shark sandals. Like they're really cute. It looks like a shark ate your foot sandal, but not like covering the entire thing. It's like an actual flip-flop style. I have 2 pairs of cleaning sandals. One that's like a pair that was for the beach that I bought like 7 years ago and still use. And another pair that's like thicker, but they're fabric. It's weird. And the other 2, I think one is Fila and they're like slip-ons. And the other one is, I don't know the brand, but it's a really nice pair of shoe. And those 2 are like my work shoes. One's workout, one's like work, or it's like my default work shoe. They're not like non-slip or anything. It's just they're comfortable and they have memory foam in them, and that's why I consider them my work shoes. Sorry, you asked me like, oh, what shoes? And I'm like, oh, actually, I have this, that. Like I can, off the top of my head. And there's 2 other pairs of shoes. One my mom gave me that is like fancy, but they're too fancy and they're tinny shoes. So it bothers me, but they're not comfortable enough for me to wear for anything outside of formal events, but also I don't go to formal enough events that would allow me to wear tinny shoes. So I haven't worn those, like, ever. And then I have another pair that, slip-on shoes, got them from Walmart. They're nice, but I kind of hate them because they're how to say it? They show your ankle in a sense of like you have to wear like the no-show socks in order for them not to show that, or like wear your socks. But if you wear white socks, this is just me personally, but they look like those if you wear white socks underneath it, they look like those shoes that like people wear in kung fu movies, and it bugs me because I don't like that. And so like, as in, I don't like that style, and it I don't know, at least for me, I focus on it too much where I'm like, I don't want to wear this anymore. And so I haven't worn those in years. But they were comfy, so there's that. Okay, anyways, I gotta focus. I love turtlenecks, but how and why? And also, with what do you wear them? Like, how do you layer it? Also, hi, Benjamin. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. But I do better. I have sweaters and wool, but no turtlenecks. Also, you just described Alex, except you don't work in tech. Oh my god, I have some Austrian military boots that I got surplus. Yo, nice! Me too! Mine I got from the army surplus store. I have 1 turtleneck and I look like an elephant giving birth in it. No! At home, I will bum max, but I refuse to go out looking like one unless it's Sunday. Real. Like, I don't dress up, but I like dressing up in the sense that I will dress up as intentionally as I can without making it look too crazy for whatever event I'm going. So if I go to a concert, it doesn't matter if it's like within the city or like next door. If I'm going to a concert, I'm dressing like I'm going to a concert. And so like if I'm dressing, like if I'm going to a nice event, like a tea shop is having a, not cosplay event, but like, you know, some type of like themed cafe or something like that, I'm gonna dress cute. I'm gonna fucking dress cute. If I'm going to like work somewhere, then I'm gonna dress like I'm going to work. You know what I mean? I like dressing up. It's like playing Fashion Famous, but you're not competing. So honestly, I kind of compete, but in the sense of like, if I don't get a compliment on my outfit, I failed. And I fail a lot. Actually, that's not true. I feel like I get a lot of compliments. That or it's like, oh, cute, I like your boots. Oh, I like your skirt. Oh, I like your shirt. Oh, I like your pants. Oh my god, your outfit looks so nice today. I'm like, oh, thank you, I got this thrifted. Oh, thank you, I got these from my mom. Oh, thank you, I got these on sale. Like, I love saying that. It's my favorite thing. Let's see. I typically don't wear boots because I haven't found a pair I like. Dude, once you find a pair. Once you find a pair. Love it first wear. I do have a pair of running shoes, great for ventilation, terrible for insulation and keeping water out. I felt that. Wore rubber sandals today and didn't care. Like outside? I don't like wearing rubber sandals outside just because I get rocks and dirt and grass in it, and that I can't do it. One pair I had to get a lot of repair and work done, and the other one was in good condition. Yeah, nice. Dog, I effectively got 2 pairs of footwear only, semi-new boots and old-ass shoes. I walk barefoot around my domain. No. Guess who came into Sonic Racing Crossroads today? Did you? Did you win? Guess who came into I'm not tagged wrong, am I? We are not playing Sonic Racing Crossroads today. I would love to play Sonic Racing, but we're not. We have to draw. Not even socks. Can anyone see my message? I see it. Just grippers out in the open. Hell nah. Socks are uncomfy. I don't like getting them dirty. Feels awful. It's easy. It's just scrape off anything that gets up. But then, like, gross. Gross. Like, I get it in the sense of, like, I will I will walk barefoot around the house sometimes, but it bothers me when I get dirt on my feet, and then where do you rub the dirt? Like, you can't go outside to rub the dirt. You can't, like, rub them over the trash at best, because that's, like, so fucking, like, you can, but it's so annoying. And it's just, like, it bugs me too much, so I always end up putting on sandals at some point. That, and then also it makes me too cold, so can't do that for too long. Oh, it's past time. Okay, let's move on to the art thing, and then we'll start. Yeah, okay, that's on the right screen. Yay! Yay! Wow! Yay! Okay, let me put on some music, and then from there I will start actually working, because I need to get this done low-key soon. I want to watch Gigi Moodin stream, but I will not watch Gigi Moodin stream, because I'm not supposed to watch Gigi Moodin stream while I'm stream, because that's bad. Hold on. Let me find. Oh, I know what I can play. Too mellow. Too mellow, my beloved. Makes beautiful music and then allows people to use it in background. So cool. We love him for that. Wait, was the other one? Don't Stop. That one's just one song, though. Ooh. A homework edit. Hold on, I don't actually know how loud that is. I think I boosted the volume from last time I streamed by a lot. Oh, it's not even connected. Okay, good. It's not excessively loud for y'all. This one? Question mark? Yeah, there it is. It's gonna be like this on loop the entire time, so get ready for that. Am I loud enough? Yeah, I think just a little bit right there. There we go. Okay, now we're good. I wonder if I can get it to read the chat messages too. I wonder if I should get it to read the chat messages too. That's a real question. I'll do it, but just don't make me regret it. Things that get stuck on socks are stuck. Anything that somehow attaches to my flesh can easily get removed from my claws on my dogs. That sounds terrible and not safe. Like, oh yeah, you know, a nail, if it gets stuck on my sock, it's stuck. But if it gets stuck in my foot, I can just pull it out. Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Can't even play Risk of Rain 2 because of the power out. Truthfully, a tragic day. Damn. I don't know about you, but I always have like 5 backups. Like, I have like 12 books I need to read soon. Oh my god. I have so many books out from the library. I really need to finish reading some, but I've not had time to read. So that's been fun. That's been great. Anyways. I think I'm able to hear y'all. Someone send like test message or something very nice and polite that's like, wow, thank you for sending that. That's such a great message for me to hear. And then I'll tell you if I can hear. Yeah, okay, I can hear it. Metal bar. Yep, that'll happen. Why would you send that? That's such a bad thing to send. Why would you want me to hear that? How could you taint my ears with that? How how dare you? Oh my god. Let's see. Just pull this up. I'm doing a thing, so I have to draw Chow. Ew. Like, again, I acknowledge that's something that is normal, but gross. It's still gross. I can't do it. Feet are gross. Ugh. Well, yeah, but like that doesn't. And your point is like. Oh my god. But no, honestly, like it's just. I don't know. There's nothing. I don't know what the word intrinsically means, so I don't want to use it. But there's nothing wrong at face value of just being barefoot around your house. Heated footstone? Do you have one of those? I don't know. I just think y'all need to put on some slippers and not be weird anymore. You should all start wearing slippers. It's in general safer, at least for me. One of the main reasonings is just well, yeah, but like what if you get called outside to help with groceries? That's my thing. That's what I was leading up to. Why do you have concrete? And secondly, why is it heated underneath your desk? Like, are you working outside? Are you barefoot outside working at a desk? Where they're supposed to be? I have this little, spot. How to say it? My desk? Okay. I'm gonna have to draw it because I don't even know how to begin describing it. But my desk is essentially like, it's like that, and it has a little glass top, right? And then the computers, it's actually more like this, right? And then I have like a little shelf right here. And then I have like my keyboard and stuff right there, right? And then down here, it has a little spot. What's a brick forge? But that's where my PC tower is. And then back here, it has like a little shelf area. And then right here, it has like a little thing where all the cables go and stuff. But right here in this area, that's where I always rest my feet while I'm sitting at chair doing work. That's me doing work on chair. Not forge? See the vision? But honestly, I say that, but I'm being a little hypocritical. Because, like, what often happens... Hi, Soul! Oh, porch. Porch. Got it, got it. Shrimp posture. A little. I sometimes sit like this. I have my leg up like that. And then the other one just, like, down. And then I'll be kind of, like, leaned back. And like that. On computer. That is how I primarily sit in my chair, if I'm being honest. But like, it's so comfortable. I can't help it. I think it's fine. I'm like supporting my spine kind of in a way. I'm supporting my spine in whatever way fetal position supports the spine, you know? Which surely means it's fine, right? Let me delete this. Go here, select the yellow. And then from right here. But that's a waste of socks and gross. What do you mean? You can't get your socks wet. That's illegal. Because, like, especially if it's outside, that's muddy water. That's gross. Like, and again, technically, the argument can be made, like, if you wash them, if you don't let them, like, dry in the muddy water, it's fine. And it's like, yes, it's fine, but it's still gross. That is disgusting. I wish I knew how this pin works, because I know I can get it thicker, but I just don't know how. It's gross, though. Okay, that's fair. But, like, it's not about the flesh, really. Stiffest socks is wild. In the grass, though? Like, it's one thing to walk out in socks on concrete, which still gross. Don't know why that grosses me out, but it does. Gross. But in the grass is a whole different issue. Because what about sticks? Like, unless you have the softest of grass, which I don't believe exists anymore, how do you walk out there and, like, not get, like, sticks and stuff that puncture your socks? And then, like, I don't know, what if you step in a bed of ants? What if a spider crawls on you? What are you gonna do then? It seems like a major safety hazard to me. There we go. Where are you walking that doesn't have sticks? I'd do that. Do what? Walk with socks on grass? What is wrong with y'all? And what type of grass are y'all walking in that doesn't have sticks? Like, well, I guess a part of it is since the oak tree is prevalent in where I live. There's a bunch of like acorns and shit in the grass, leaves and stuff. And so that's why all the little things that concern me, my front yard. But like, the only lawn that I would think it's maybe acceptable to wear socks in is a clover yawn. Clover yard. Have y'all ever seen those? Those are good. Those and the moss yarns. What? Yards. Me and my walking sock. That is gross. You can't walk in your socks. Now, admittedly, I've done it before, but I still think it's gross. It's something that I'm like, I have to do this real quick, but I'm going against my moral code. This pains me to do. But like, there's still stuff in the grass. Cause like, we don't have an oak tree in the vicinity of 30 feet around our yard. But there are still a fuck ton of acorns in our yard because squirrels and birds. So that's where I'm like, no, it's not possible. Unless you live in like a bubble or something, there's gonna be shit in your grass. Like, on top of that, actually, if you have pets in the neighborhood, there is gonna be shit in grass. So how are you walking around with socks? What type of tree is it? Yeah, but that's still like, there's no way. That doesn't exist. Even if you live on a plain with no trees, there will still be shit in your yard. What do you mean? I don't understand. This can't be. What do you mean? There's grass that is comfortable. Like, okay. Actually, hold on. I didn't ask an important question. You said you do walk in it, but is it comfortable? Well, no, but like, that's besides the point. I guess there's ants. There's plenty of other things aside from ants. Like, it's actually not processing to me how the hell you have like, because it can't be just grass. There's like clay and rocks and bugs and maybe not tree sticks, but like if you have any like bushy plants, like little bushy plants. Okay, see, that's a whole different thing. If it's like, oh, I need to get something done quick, okay, I guess that gets a pass. It's not something I like, but it's something that I'm like, okay, I get that. I thought you were talking about like, yes, I like to take long and fulfilling strolls through my yard in my socks. Like, I'm like, what is? Are you okay? You need professional help, I believe. Oh my god. There's that, and then these. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't do much in my socks because that's gross. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought you were implying that. Yes, I love walking a mile in grass. Yeah, I felt that. There's like, I mean, we don't have too big of an issue with ant hills or whatever, but I have seen yards, or just like, usually it's public parks. There's just like so many freaking ant hills that I'm like, oh my god. Can y'all, like, chill? You fucking colonialists, like, chill. They're everywhere, and they spread so fast. And you need to be very, like, aggressive with spraying for ants. Otherwise, they will not ever leave. They will outlive you. Like, that's just not funny, dude. Oh my god. And they're so aggressive. Like, we have only one in our entire property. One giant anthill. I mean, it's not giant. That's an exaggeration. But they live in a tree stump. And, like, I've sprayed at the anthill before. Because, okay, so once upon a time, I didn't know they were there. They had an anthill, like, months before, but then the anthill disappeared because it like stormed one day. Anthill disappeared, never came back up. I was like, oh, maybe they died. You know, maybe they're gone. One day I was walking my cat, and yes, I said walking my cat, and he went into, like, a dead bush that was nearby. And, like, I say into, he just, like, climbed the main thing that was above the, or right next to the stump. And then he was, like, in there, and then all of a sudden I saw that there was, like, not a bunch, but there was quite a few ants getting on him and coming out, and I'm like, oh my god, shut the hell up. Oh my god. Alright, let me see what type of tree he's talking about. But I started seeing ants come out, so I had to get my cat out of the bush or whatever as quickly as I could without touching him as much, because he was covered in ants, and then I had to, like, shake him off, and he seemed not at all bothered by the ants. Like, I don't think the ants were biting him, that, or he just did not care, but he was not reacting in any way that I thought a cat covered in ants would react. But I had to, like, shake off so many ants from him and make sure I, like, got all the spots. So I had to, like, I was, like, manhandling my cat, flipping him over and shit, and, like, wiping him down. And he was just like, okay, I guess you're roughly petting me there. Okay, all right, you went over here. Okay, cool. And he's like, damn, okay. Oh my god. Let me see. Live stream related. Oh, it's what is it called? Is that a red bud? I think they tend to grow, I don't remember. I just know that I saw a short about them that it was like, do you want to see sakura trees but don't have the money to go to Japan? Come to, I think it was, because they live in other states. I think California too, but I think also in Texas. And they're like, yeah, the redbud or whatever, is it Southern redbud or Texas redbud? Something like that. I don't know. But one of those, and they showed, like, a picture like this, that it was like, wow, it looks like a bunch of pink blossoms, but it's actually just a redbud tree. And they're very pretty. Pep walking her cat. It's true, you can walk your cat. Helldivers out east, Pep. Well, they have, like I said, it's not just southern, but they do have red buds. Look, hold on. Red bud growing map. USA. AC. Go to Google, paste, here we go. Because I think they're called Eastern Redbud. Yeah, and so they can grow, I'm just gonna copy this image and put it in the live stream related, because I was gonna be like, yeah, in this state, and this state, and this state, and I'm like, I know Florida, I know Texas, I know Louisiana, I know New Mexico, I know Oklahoma, and that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I can climb a tree. But yeah, they're called Eastern Redbud. So yes, they, like, I only know of it because I heard about it for, like, southern states or whatever, but Eastern Redbud, you know, it's because there's like between 3 and 5. It's a crabapple tree? Really? Wow, okay, so never mind. But if y'all are like, wow, Pep, really? You confused it for a totally different tree? Look up Eastern Redbud, okay? Look up the redbud tree, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Redbud flowering tree. Oh my god. It does have a totally different growing pattern, though. Look, man, it has pink flowers. Pink crabapple tree. Pink, wait, crab apple tree. Oh. Oh, wow, that is pretty. That is cute. What's a crabapple? Crabapple. These are so cute. Oh my god. Can you eat crab apples? Do crabs like apples? Do crabs like crab apples? Going up to Traverse City to see the blooming. Nice! I don't know what city that is, but it sounds really cool. Flowers are blooming and that's dope. One day I'll do it. One day I'll actually go and look at one of those, like, do one of those girly outings where I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna go into a flower field. Like, I'm going specifically to a place to look at a flower field. Haven't done it yet, but one day I will. Ah. Hold on, I have Google right here. I can find out. Google, can you eat crab apples? I feel like you can. I feel like that is something that I've heard people say. Yes. Yes, you can. Whoa, 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 whoa. You said easy with the 50 states? Hold on. Hold on. And what are you talking about, European? At what point in time is a history class in a public school in the US gonna be like, hey, here are all the European countries from 1910 to 1936? Like, at what point? I think I was absent for that lesson. Really? DC had a nice bloom walk. But what do you mean crabapple was instant shit? Is it like a natural laxative or something like that? Maybe it's like full of fiber, and maybe that... Is it fiber that makes you go, or makes you not go? I think it makes you not go. If you eat too much fiber, it makes you not go, and then you're like, oh man, I ate too much fiber. But I used to climb that tree when I was a kid. I still can. That's nice. I bet the view is really nice. Name one country in Europe that was around for 1910. And I will also name one, and then we'll see at what point we're at. Mongolia. Hold on, I'm gonna change my answer. Not Ottoman. I think that's different. No, that's way before. What's that other one? There was one that I was like, this is interesting. Germany? What happened? Like a country from 1910. Soviet Russia. The final answer. I have no concept. Rome. Was Rome one? Was it the Persian Empire? I think that. Serbia. Where's Serbia? Nope. No, is it not? Was it not? Was Soviet Russia not around? Hold on. Soviet Russia timeline. Soviet Russia timeline. Let's see. 1917. Hold on. Yeah, that's still within that time range of 1917 to 1936. 1910 to 1936. So yeah, it's still within that time range. Close. You're just saying that because I'm a cute girl on the internet. You're like, no, she can't be right. Not even in the slightest bit. I can smell the misogyny from here. Oh my god. Look, man, I know the Persians existed, and that's it. No, we didn't. We said in the time period of 1910 to 1936. Okay, so like, I was looking for a time range. Persian Empire timeline. Like, why moral support? Oh my god, no way, that can't be right. Persian Empire. Oh, bro. Oh no. Oh my god, Persian Empire was from 550 BCE to 330 BCE. You know, not that far off from 1910, so like... Oh my god. Oh, that was whenever they were around, huh? So then, how about the Czech Republic? How close is that to Europe? Czech Republic. Turns out I can't spell Czech Republic. Also, Czechoslovakia is a thing that I've heard of before. It's in Poland, it's in Austria. Okay, so yeah, that is in Europe. Go me. Did it exist though in the timeline? Let me see. When did it... When was the Czech Republic established? Landlocked? Large? Became a kingdom in 1198. 19th century. I don't know. I think it was around Czechia? Maybe? Oh, okay. Oh, I don't remember shit. I just remember they existed and I was like, oh, some of their... I think it was their textile designs were really cool and I was like, ooh, this is nice. What's... Oh, ghost chow. Yeah. Well, no, it's not a ghost chow. It's egg chow. But I get what you're saying with that. 1910, Persia rebranding itself to Iran at the time. Wait, Persia Republic... They're Iran? When I tell you, I have a concept of like, oh, this existed like somewhere in that European continent, and that's it. Like, I have no idea where it is. It could be anywhere from where Italy is now to not where Italy is right now. Are they not there anymore? Let's see. I keep looking for reference, but I keep tabbing out of my reference. But yeah, no, I have very not great concept of geography, and I wish I could say, oh yeah, it's all for show, but no, it's not performative. I just don't remember a lot of things. Like, I know, maybe. If you tell me a country, I'll probably be able to guess where, like, which continent it's on. And that's about it. That's about it. I know the continents, and that was it. That was, like, the last smart thing. No, it's not, but I'm gonna say it for funsies. That was, like, the last smart thing I learned, because that was the last thing I remember really learning from... There was a school that I went to that was like, oh, if you're smart, you go to this school. And, I liked that school. It was very fun. And then it was a charter school. You're saying that like they're not around anymore. They're still around, right? Italy is definitely still around. Or is it... Do you mean like Italy was... Is Italy not a country anymore? I think Italy is a country. I'm 99% sure Italy is a country. Is Italy a country? Because what if it's made up of a bunch of city-states? But that still makes it a country. Yes, Italy, officially the Italian Republic, is a country in South... This is an AI overview, so take that with a grain of salt. Here, let's go to Wikipedia. Italy, officially the Italian Republic, is a country in Southern and Western Europe. It consists of the peninsula that extends to the Mediterranean Sea. Did it, like, disappear? Like, what do you mean it was there back in... Do you mean it's been there since then? Or do you mean... Because you said Greece and Italy were still around in 1910. That implies that they are no longer around, but then you're saying it was there back in 1910, so does that mean it... Like... I'm confused. There's a disconnect. And I don't quite understand. What's secret base? In Minecraft? I'm not gonna tell you, it's a secret. No what? It's not geology, it's geography. And because someone was like, oh, we should actually check how bad. And it's like, I don't think y'all need to. Eh? Post World War I, since the collapse of the Austria-Hungary gave way to Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia, along Versailles. I know the Versailles Treaty. I know that. Don't know what it said, but I know it existed. That one was a real one. Next question. I feel like the world's least helpful historian. Battle of Waterloo. Yeah, I know that one. That one, yep, happened in Waterloo. Maybe. Things like Russia didn't exist back in 1910 because they were the Russian Empire. I was just saying that Italy was around back then. Oh, okay, I see. I get what you're saying. I understand now. I have a better understanding of what you're saying now. I get it. Oh my god. But yeah. What was happening in the night? Never mind. Trying it. That one. Never heard of. Don't know if it's real. Trying it. That one was not in the history books. Treaty. What if that one is actually fake and he was just waiting for me to be like, yeah. She's gonna say like, yeah, that one was a 1 too, and it wasn't. Trianon. Nope, it's a real one. Trianon, Hungary. Unless it's a meme. Oh, Treaty of Trianon meme. There is a meme. Let me see the meme. The Entente rewarding countries with former Austro-Hungarian territory. Austria receiving a piece of Hungary. I don't get it. And then there's a Treaty of Trianon if it was fair. And I also don't understand that one. Oh, there's another one. You'll never understand my pain. Treaty of Versailles. Hee hee, sorry. Treaty of Trianon. You know what? Fine. Have your pre-Trianon borders, and it's Hungary highlighted in the middle. And then, oh, did Hungary like expand and then something happened and then they were like, never mind, and so they gave all the land back to Slovakia, Austria, Slovenia, which is apparently another country, Croatia, Serbia, and Romania. Man. You know what? I'm just gonna... What is it? Let sleeping dogs lie. Yup, that was a thing. Can confirm, does look like at least it was a thing. Either that or the entirety of the internet is in on the joke and I am not. Really? What was happening in the 1800s? That was a heck of a storm. Yeah, if the power went out and it's still out. I know sometimes whenever the weather gets bad, powers will go out. The power will go out and it'll like stay out at worst for days, from what I know. I might use this color, but what else do I have? Nope. I'll try this color. See, history... Why did Hungary lose all its land? And did they end up getting it back? Because I feel like that was something that I kind of learned. That it was like, yeah, they took it and then they untook it. Really? Why? What did Hungary do? Like, it must have had one hell of a backstory. Nice, nice. That was always, or that is always something every time the power goes out, we discuss with our family, where it's like, more so they bring it up and they're like, we should probably get a generator. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. We should get a generator. Do you want me to start looking into one? And they're like, nah, we'll do it later. And then, you know, cut to like a year later when the power goes out again. It's like, we should really get a generator. It's like, yeah, we should. Do you want me to look for one? Nah, we'll look for one later. Ah, damn. Oh, nice. Solar powered generator. That's good. I have an uncle who I heard talking to one of my other uncles one time while we were traveling. And he was like, yeah, I only pay like $6 a month, and that's like my highest bill for my electricity because I invested in the solar panels and blah, 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 blah. And I've heard Markiplier talk about them too, and I'm like, wow, that sounds like a really good investment. But then I've also heard that if you don't go with the right company, you don't know who you're talking to, that you spend a lot of money, and then if you don't have them hooked up correctly, they just kind of waste the extra energy. So when the sun goes out and your power goes out, you're kind of like, oh, but where's the rest of the energy that is generated? Like, is it in a battery somewhere? And the energy company's like, no, we took it. And it's like, okay, well, are you gonna pay me for that? No, you were supposed to set that up on your own. Right? I like the way it's coming out. I just need to make it look better. Which, to be honest, I'm not sure how to yet. It's these eyes. I need to make them look not super weird and scary, but also like dark. I think this is the right color, but then I'm gonna change the line color, the color line, the line art color. Oh my god. So then I also need to figure out how I'm gonna do that without making it look crazy. Corporate grade windmills, wild. How do they grade it? You know what I just remembered existed? You know how teachers have that, like, I mean, so far back enough years, I remember before, because I used to help out teachers often when I was still in school, and there was one teacher that was like, oh, you can use an online calculator, put in how many questions we have on the test, and then how many they got wrong or how many they got right, and then it'll calculate what percentage they got, and that's how they would have me write the grades on the paper. But then far enough back before that, they had a little like paper thingy with like a sliding thing, like paper sliding thing, little card, and you would like slide paper around, and it would tell you like, okay, based on this many questions, this many wrong, this is the percent they got. And it was so cool, and it's just like, oh my god, that's crazy. I'm just going to own, I don't know, I just know my school owns one. Ah, gotcha. Germany didn't even exist till the coronation of Kaiser Wilhelm in 1848 in Paris, after defeating Napoleon III, Napoleon's nephew, leader of the last French Empire. So Napoleon III and Napoleon II, different from Napoleon the other guy. What was his title again? Shit, what was his title? Napoleon Bonaparte, right? That guy? Neighbor has a solar farm. He doesn't pay an electric bill. He gets an electric check. Wait, that ass? How do you get a solar farm? How's that a thing? How do you farm solar? I have to assume he has like property or something that he just has a bunch of solar panels on, and then he maintains those, and so once they generate enough energy, he like gets, how to say it, credit or something So they're like refunding him. Oops, not that. 500. That's a lot. Yes, Napoleon III was the nephew to Napoleon Bonaparte. Ah, okay, got it. So I did get the name right, because I was like, okay, either this is the name of a comedy movie that was a parody on the actual guy, or this is actually his name. Ah, so it runs in the family. You know what they say, the nephew doesn't fall far from the tree. Go. Completely unrelated, but I got distracted at work today and I decided to look into estate sales and stuff, and I was on Reddit and there was a person that was like, I was at an estate sale today and I managed to find a 3DS, but because they didn't have the charger and they weren't sure if it was working, they gave it to me for $5. And I was like, wow, that's a really good fucking deal. And then I was like, I should get a 3DS. I should go to an estate sale to try and look for a 3DS. So I started looking into estate sales, which, if you don't know, estate sales are essentially a garage sale, but only if the garage sales, like the persons whose stuff it is, either is no longer alive, or they hired a company to get rid of like stuff in their house because all of a sudden they had to move to a different country and they could only take so much stuff, right? Stuff like that. So I started looking into estate sale websites and stuff, and I was looking at laser printers and stuff, and you know, of course I had to check just in case there was any Sonic merch, and there were a couple of hits of Sonic merch. There was a Sonic and Shadow skateboard that I was like, oh, a skateboard, and I can bid on it and I can get it for like maybe $4. Like, that's pretty good. But I'm like, no, I don't need that. And I don't think there was anything else necessarily cool. There was one thing that had like a set of Wii games, and they had Sonic and the Black Knight and then Sonic Colors and a couple of other games too, but none of the other games interested me. And it was only like $5, but again, it was auctioning, right? It was bidding, so you know, it depends on how much the price goes up based on who bids. But I was like, I don't need that. If I'm gonna buy any game, it's gonna be Shadow the Hedgehog, and that's it. So I didn't bid on it or anything, but had to like clutch my card, you know, like I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm not gonna buy anything. I don't need it, you know. It's really truly rough times. That's not true. I just need to sit down and do my finances. I think I'm doing well, financially speaking, which I'm very happy about because, oh my god, it sucks when you're not doing well. Bro really thought he could take on the German Confederation, but it was all part of Bismarck's master plan to get nephew to foolishly declare war on the German states. Thought. Yeah. He got rage baited. On the one hand, if this were a normal conversation, I'd be like, oh, tell me the entire story. That way I could like sit silently, nod my head, and listen. That way I could just like, because I like hearing history stories. That's the thing. That's the thing about history. That's a part why I don't remember. I kind of listen to them, absolutely, without a doubt. But I listen to them in the sense, like in the same way that you listen to like folk tales and stuff, where it's like, wow, that happened, what, crazy, you know, a little too detached. I acknowledge that, but like, what are you gonna do, you know? Like, that stuff's already happened, and the whole thing about history is that you gotta learn it to not repeat it. But like, I'm trying to kind of steer my life in a way that I will never be at risk of repeating that because, you know, I'm not the one in charge. Just like, I'm not, I in no way want to drive this bus. So that's where I'm like, I think I'm fine. Oh my god. But there are some lessons that I've learned through history and stuff where it's like, yeah, nice. What is Risk of Rain? I know it's a game. MMO? Online? Or is it like a solo dungeon crawl puzzle solving thingy? Let's see. It's a roguelike. Sequel to Risk of Rain. Whoa. Who would have thought? Who could have possibly foreseen that? Oh my god. But that is to say, being a nerd isn't bad. I mean, you know, I guess it's not necessarily the most complimenting thing to say to a person. You know, like, you're a nerd. Ha, but that's a good thing, you know? Because it always feels insincere. It's not that. It's just, I think it's cool. Honestly, that's it. I don't really have a lot of negative stuff attached to it. Like, I know it's a negatively connotated word. I don't know if that's an actual phrase. But it's not looked upon nicely. But, like, what else would you be? Because, like, if you're obsessed with anything else, it just kind of makes you look lame. And like, oh, I keep up with all the latest fashion trends. Oh, I keep up with all the latest Snapchat filters. I don't know, is Snapchat even around anymore? Like, no matter what you're into, if you keep up with stuff, I think that's cool. It's a cool roguelike hack and slash horde shooter. 3D horde shooter. Huh. Ah, okay, I see. It's pretty neat. But yeah, if you're interested in anything, I think that's a cool trait to have because it means that you fucking do stuff with your life and not just, I go home and I watch Netflix. Because even those people, like, sometimes they're like, oh yeah, this new series dropped and I really like animation and, or, oh, I like TV series and this actor, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it is? I feel like I heard it got shut down or something. Or maybe there was talks of it shutting down, then it didn't actually shut down. But if you're interested in stuff, that's good. If, you know, it gives you depth as opposed to just like, there have been people that I've talked to where it's like, I go home, like, I'm like, what do you do after work? And they're like, I go home and I watch Netflix. I'm like, okay, well, what are you watching next? Just kind of anything. What's your favorite thing on Netflix? Game of Thrones was cool. What did you like about it? The story was good. Like, oh my god, the blandest people. Like, come on, give me something, man. Because the thing is, I like finding people's... Oh, yeah, because... let me show y'all what the reference looks like. I'll send it to livestream related. Where is this? Livestream related. If anything, I need to make them into more ovalist shapes. But, yeah, they... they low-key do just look like that. Oh my god. I mean, I could, if anything, like, make it smile a bit more. And by that I mean do deselect. I could do something like this. Okay, hold on, let me go above the line art layer to really show this. I could do something like this. That way it makes it look a bit more like it's smiling. But that would mess with the proportions and I don't really feel like doing that. Reselect, delete, go to this layer, previous color, there we go. Oh my god. Is it letting you say chud now? Oh my god. You know, so I was making a thing, right? And it was like the good stuff. Welcome in, Fox13. How are you doing? Everybody's going well, but it's better be through Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Oh, that reminds me. for those who want to see the stream tomorrow, the Untitled Goose Game, it's gonna, I think I still put in the wrong time. I have to start it at 9 because I have somewhere to be at 8. I don't have anywhere to be beforehand, but I don't know if I can start it early because I get out at 6. And I have like 1 hour between that, and I don't want to do just a 1 hour stream. But also, I don't think it'll take that long. It's probably gonna be a 2 hour stream. But yeah, just a heads up. I might put out an announcement about that. Probably will forget though. Like, I'll forget to tell y'all, but let me fix that time because I have it wrong. I should be back by 8:30, but I'm not sure. I am. How are you doing? Oh, you know what? I started the stream at the wrong time. So, I need to go delete that VOD. This one. Next. Yeah, because I put it on the, tomorrow, April 16th. I put it on the schedule for 7 p.m. I intended to do it at 7 p.m. And then yesterday I got told that I have a meeting at 8 p.m. tomorrow. And I tried to get it to 6:30, that way I could still make it in time. And they were like, no, it's fine, 8 p.m. is perfect. I'm like, damn it. So yeah. So there's a heads up on that. Tomorrow, it will have been officially 1 year since I last played Untitled Goose Game. So that is why we're playing it tomorrow. And that's why it's really important to me that I actually do that stream. It was like a thing requested, and I was like, I could do it. I have to do it. Let me delete this VOD. It was just a minute and 6 seconds of me being on the wrong one. Oh, fun. 2 years. 2 years. I intend for it to go to 9 till 11, because I know we were pretty far in the game. I don't think we need that much more time to finish. So I don't think it's going to be a full 3 hour stream. Throwback 2 years later. Whoa. Oh my god. I really can't believe that I've been streaming for this long. It's like, damn. It really doesn't feel like it. And it's kind of like, damn. I don't know, one of those things where you look back and reflect, it's been that long? Have y'all seen those studies where it's like I think it was like this one particular project. A photographer went to a couple of different spots, but he went there for like years on end and took photos. And in those photos, you can see, like, not the exact same people, but a lot of people reoccurring because people... What do you mean, let me? You ask for it. You, like, come and you're like, Pep, please torment me. And I'm like, okay, if you insist. Oh my god. But no, only because you asked so nicely. No, but people, like, I guess maybe this is something the more you grow up, but the more you grow up, the more stable... Maybe it wasn't a great idea to have voice to text on here. As you grow up, you tend to crave a little more stability. I say that, but there's a lot of times where I'm like, I'm at my stable job, or, you know, stable enough job with like a stable life, and I'm like, I want to go to Japan tomorrow! But you don't, you know, you have responsibilities and stuff, and like, maybe in like a year, maybe in a year and a half, I can go, but tomorrow, not a good idea. Exactly. Oh my god. But yeah, you know, as you grow up, you'll tend to kind of be in the same area for a while. Like, think about where you've lived. And for most people, it's like, oh, I've lived here all of my life. I've lived here, like, for 5 years or something like that, for 3 years. You know, like, when you live in a place, unless you have a specifically, and this is, like, the exception rather than the rule, people who live a nomadic lifestyle, not to say that they're, like, living their life wrong. No, they're allowed to do what they want, and, like, shit, that sounds kind of dope. But for the most part, it's commonly or widely expected and accepted that you live in one place for a while, if not ever. And you build a community in that place for that time or for forever, you know? So it makes sense, you know, but it's just so wild to see, like, oh my god, these people really do, like, that's them 5 years later. It's crazy. I don't know, I thought it was crazy. I was like, wow, imagine. But then when I think about it, like, there are places that I frequent. Like, there's this one cafe that I went to really often when I was going to school still. And I don't go, like, anywhere near as often now, but I still pop up every now and then, you know? And that's where it's like, yeah, like, it makes sense. But I don't know. I thought it was great. I thought it was insane. It was also really cool to see. Made me wonder if I, like, just choose a random spot, will I start seeing people and then, like, get to, like, oh, you come here often. What do you do here? What do you do here at this hair salon? Get your hair done? No, it's not a hoax. Yep. That's the thing too, uprooting from a community. Once you live in a place long enough, even if, like, you don't talk to other people, like, if I think about where I live now, I really like where I live. It's quiet. I like the environment. I like the surrounding area. I love the traffic, how it's not really that bad. I love how when it rains, it's really not that bad. But, like, it would suck to move. So imagine if you build even the slightest bit of community where it's like, oh, there's my neighbor, Dave, who I wave hi to, and I've had, like, 2 conversations with, you know, something like that. It would suck. So I can't imagine, like, actually building roots. Ah, damn. But I mean, there's still some fun to be found in hardware stores. I am the type of person who would say, hey, let's go to Home Depot, just look around. Like, I am that type of person. So there's that. Take what I say with a tablespoon of salt. Tablespoon and a half if you're really feeling salty. I don't know. If you're really feeling like having salt. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, that way it's easier, I think, to like meet people when you're younger. And or more so like Yep. The thing is, when you're younger, you have stuff like school or extracurriculars or like programs that are run that you can go to. Oh. Really? Wait, so like y'all don't have like a grocery store that sells like the boxes of 12 cans or like the liter bottles? Like, what do you mean vending machines are the only way to get soda? Like fast food restaurants with fountain drinks? Is that not a thing? do you just live in like those planes? How to say it? Not planes, not airplanes, but like plains. Really? Oh my god. Yeah, like I am fortunate enough to have always lived in or near a major city. So honestly, it is such a weird concept for me. That's like, how to say it? Oh my god. Y'all don't have a Walmart? Not even like the neighborhood Walmart? Like the little shitty ones where they have like 2 things? I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god. There's a post office, 2 churches, and a hardware store. That's pretty much it. How do y'all get anything done? Like, that's insane. That's crazy. I didn't think that was possible. Walmart. Oh my god. That's crazy. Like, how far of a drive? How far did you say it was? Not for miles. How, like, don't tell me miles, tell me like, oh, it's like a 30-minute drive. to the nearest movie theater, the nearest mall, the nearest, like, major fast food restaurant. You know, like, I'll take a McDonald's, I take a Sonic, I'll take a Wendy's, I'll take a Jack in the Box. And usually they're from the same religion too. You go to this church or you go to that church. You have a slightly bigger city if it has two different religions. Oh my god. Wait, that is such a big disparity. Is there like a tollway or something they take? Yeah, what about Dollar General? Do you have a Dollar General? That's like everywhere. That's like in the nether. Have y'all seen that meme where it's like, I'm gonna build a Dollar General here in the nether? God, that shit was funny. Oh my god. I think it was like some type of YouTuber or something and they were like, yeah, I'm gonna build a Dollar General. It was funny. I thought it was funny. I think there's good at least for now. Do they have any other details? No, I think we're good. See, 10 minutes isn't that bad. Like, 10 minutes from me, I can get to a library, my closest library. And what's 10 minutes nearby? 10 minutes nearby, there's a grocery store, a donut store, 2 donut stores, a McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, I think a Jack in the Box, a Dollar Tree. I want to say 2 Dollar Generals, 5 gas stations. That's my safe bet. For sure 3, but I think 5. There's definitely other stuff, like smaller shops. Like, I know there's like a nail shop. I know there's a wig shop. 3 daycares that I know of. Another donut shop. An ice cream shop that's a small business. That one's pretty cool. Haven't been there in a while. That's farther than 10 minutes. I'm like going in all the directions from my house in my head, like, what's over there? What's over there? What's over there? And what's over there? There's a chicken place. There's a vet's office. Veterinary office. Oh my god, good luck with that. I gave the most, like, generic... You will locate exactly 27 different cities. How far is that in minutes? I never understood the transition from minutes to miles. I guess I didn't take that into account. If you have, like, those long roads where it's like speed limit 55, then that definitely is a very different 10-minute drive from going through like 2 neighborhoods at 30 miles per hour. 10 minutes. I guess that is a very different drive. Never mind. So, you know, I always live on the outskirts of towns. So, like, not far enough to where it's like the boonies and I'm like, oh man, My closest Dollar General is 5 bajillion miles away. It's not that. Like, I could very much walk to the Dollar General, but it would be like a 30-minute walk, but it's like a 5-minute drive. I don't know. I can't conceptualize it. I know comprendo. What do you mean? What do you mean small town? Could you be the small town girl? Just a small town girl. Oh my god. I don't think that's true. Light color. See, that I believe, because they do that even here in, like, residential areas. Which is not safe, and please don't do that, because it's completely safe until you actually hit someone, and then suddenly it wasn't so safe. You're not wrong, but don't do that. Oh my god. See, like, technically, here's the thing that I always want to stress to y'all, right? I could go into history of past orders and be like, this was the address they gave me. But there's always a chance that you've moved, that you've changed or whatever. That you've changed addresses. And then also, why would I do that? And I can barely remember my own phone number. I'm not going to remember your addresses. So whenever you say, Pep, you have my address. I have a lot of people's addresses, including, and not exclusively just people who I've shift stubs to. It's people who I've known for years, and my teachers, and my school, and my doctors, and stuff like that. So, like... Gosh. I mean, I've done that before, but it's like the leftmost lane. And it was like dead empty on the freeway, so there's that. But nah, the little road, like there could be a raccoon that all too soon will no longer be a raccoon. Like it's dangerous. And then what if that raccoon is in fact not a raccoon? What if that's Gary and then he just gets obliterated by your fucking missile of a car? Like, please don't speed on open roads. I get it. But like 5 miles over and that's it. Oof. No, do not dox yourselves. That's unsafe. I may not do anything with the information, but that doesn't mean there's not a chance that someone else will, so please don't dox yourself. I think that's a stream rule. I think. Not sure. Should be. But yeah, that's the thing about internet safety. I could not possibly care less about where you live, but that might not be the same for someone else. Maybe they care where you live because they want to get rid of a pipe bomb and they're like, you know what? This person seems like they would very much enjoy my pipe bomb. And maybe you don't. But you won't get a chance to tell them that before they mail it to you. Oh! That's right. I need to send them out. I will be sending out a form today? What do I have to do today? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I need to make the form and then I need to send it out. It's just gonna be a request for your address or whatever. From there, I'll put in the orders for it. That's literally been it. I just forgot to send out the forms to prepare those beforehand. And I have prep work to do for an event that I have this weekend. But yeah, that's been it. If I didn't get to it before this weekend, I was gonna get to it next weekend. But yes, they are coming. I do have the list. Hold on, I'm scrolling up to see the list. That is Alex, Helldiver, Udimo, Year, Helldiver, Alex, and Dragonflare. Those are all the people. So yes, I have not forgotten. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But that you will be notified, trust me. I don't think I will ever just send stuff out without letting y'all know.
Can That's I get been some one of the channel things that numbers?
I'm good at.
_pep dance pep. Good luck at the event.
Congrats! Welcome to, what is it? Congrats on your certification. Welcome to the Certified Peppers. Good luck. Good luck out there. I live out in the casino on the moon. I can fact check his address. Fact check. What? Fact check. His address is 1234 Casino Street, comma, no state, comma, moon. Yep. Oh my god. But yes, they will be getting sent out soon. They should be out before the end of next week. Are you winning? I think pretty good. We've been yapping, we've been talking. I'm getting my fill of, oh my god, I'm being socialized, when I'm really just inside. I don't even have to go anywhere to be socialized. Oh my god. Socialization hack. Real. Oh my god. So I assume you're like winning and being absolutely amazing at watching over? Shit. The win streak was too good. They were like, oh wow. These people must be esports players. Let's give them other esports players. Get a load of this. No worry. Which is my county seat. I accidentally sent that. You don't need to give any names, like of any places. I'd honestly prefer if you didn't, just in case, just for safety, just, you know, because you might send something that will not dox you, but then someone else will see it and they'll be like, oh, we're allowed to, I live at this house address, this is my social security number. It's like, no, don't do that, don't do that. So yeah, no, you're good. I believe you. I believe that you live in the largest nowhere to ever nowhere. And you don't even have a Dollar General that close. No, but honestly though, I know that towns like that do exist. Never been to one. I don't know why my first thought was like, I should go to one of those. I should look and like try and yeah. Oh my god. But it's like, if I were to go to one, what would I even do? Like that's the whole point. What do you even do? So I'm like, no, never mind. I'm good. I'm fine. It would probably be fun for like the first 8-ish minutes and then that's it. What are layers? What do you mean layers? Google Play cards? Google... Oh my god, yeah, these are the numbers on my Google Play gift card or whatever. Oh, I'm trying not to burp, but I ate so much spaghetti earlier. My dad's the best. I have the best dad ever. Yesterday I was like, hey, can you make spaghetti anytime soon? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I asked that, and I'm very polite, very demure. I'm like, you know, sometime soon can be any time between now and like the end of next month. Like I'm not picky. Just sometime soon in the near far future, you know, at some point. And he was like, oh, you want spaghetti? And I'm like, yeah, I've been really craving it. And he's like, okay, can you check if we have the like spaghetti pasta and the spaghetti sauce and stuff like that? And I was like, okay, we have the spaghetti pasta and we have the red sauce, but we don't have like this other sauce that you put in, and we don't have meat. And he's like, do you want the meat? And I'm like, yeah. And you know, with that, I'm like, okay, maybe we'll have time to go like to get the meat next week or something like that. You know, I'm like, I'm not picky. Just at some point, just tell me that you're gonna make it, and that'll be enough to like fulfill me. He made it the next day. Like, I told him that last night, and there was spaghetti when I got home today. I love my dad. He's the best. He's the greatest. Oh my god. This main wolf doesn't know. If they're proud. I don't know what that means. I mean, it's not uncommon for my state to have places like this. There are more acres of corn than people. Idaho? Or is that the potato? Yeah. Truly is the goat. So towns have been pretty far between. Ah. Oh yeah, you live in, the big state. Me who doesn't remember if you've said which state you're from on stream, so I'm like, anonymous. The big state. That does make sense. Bigger states, I would expect a lot more to be. Ohio. Ah, Ohio's the one with corn. Are they the one with the big corn? Where it's like a field and then they have like 3 big corn? That's Indiana? Oh, no, it's Indiana. Okay. Shit, the one right next to it. It's just corn and then corn part 2. Foiled again. No, my true colors revealed. I'm not a nerd. No. Oh my god. Is Idaho only known for potatoes? What else are they known for? Cause they da-ho. I think I'm funny. What's the difference? Explain the difference. Not that I'm saying I am a nerd. I fervently believe that I'm not. But, like, what is the difference if you had to explain it? This is a discussion that I've had with friends, by the way. What's redacted? What is Ohio known for? Is it the meme? Ohio Skibbity Riz? Is it known for the Rizzler? Genuinely, what is it? What is Ohio known for? Because string cheese is very novel. You know, it has like that, oh, string cheese. And it's made to be like a snack. It's packaged in that whole thing. But block of cheese is intended for being shredded on pasta or salads, or pasta and salad, or pasta salad. So it's just about presentation. It's the same reason why, it's the same reason why people riding on back of a tractor. No, that's not right. Like hay rides, right? They have that like thing on the back, the thing that's hooked up to the back of the truck, right? And it's like, oh yeah, people ride on that. That's so cool. That's so awesome. But you have one without hay, and you're riding down the freeway, and they're like, nope, you're not supposed to do that. That's bad. Don't do that. You know, that's totally not at all the same. One is much more dangerous. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah, trailer. That's what it is. There's a whole song on the difference between nerds and geeks. Oh, the one by Rhett and Link. Yeah, you're right. It's an agricultural state, but we also have a large orthopedics industry. Really? Do you think that's, like, correlated? I would think it is, because, you know, who are on their feet a lot? Agriculture people. Yeah. Yeah, I realized that when I was saying it, but, you know, the point still stands. No, it's like the difference between a horse and a pony. Technically, both could do decent amount of damage. There is a difference in the amount of damage, but both could do both could do damage, but still. But it's well, I think it's just mozzarella. I miss string cheese. I want string cheese. I don't even like cheese that much, but I saw a video the other day where someone went to Japan and they were like eating konbini food, and I was like, man, I miss konbini food. And then they fucking, like, it wasn't even like, oh, they got okonomiyaki, or they got tonkatsu or something like that, some type of like actual like, oh yeah, Japanese food. They bought string cheese, and my dumbass is like, man, I want string cheese now. The fuck? Man, what is it called? Oh yeah, there it is. Red and Link. Oh my god. I don't know. What is it? So-called free thinkers. I think I'm a free thinker. God. It's just, I don't know. They made it look really good, and I haven't had string cheese in a while. And I was like, ooh, string cheese. Yummy. Again, I don't even really like string cheese all that much. Remembers that I have to get some amount of work done. Hold on. No, don't say that! Oh my god. I feel like the blocks of cheeses that people tend to like just eat raw is either mozzarella or Parmesan. And I think I've heard like exactly one person be like, yeah, I'm eating Gruyere, something like that, just straight Gruyere. I'm like, okay, all right. Oh, they're on a light stick? Oh wait, that's actually kind of freaking cute. Do they spin? No, they don't. That's really freaking cute though. I kind of want one. I kind of want one. Fuck, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? I'm in a manufacturing server, and they just released a new product. I'm like, ooh, that's cute. That is how I get inspiration to do like 90% of my designs. I look at what they make and I'm like, oh, I want one like this. I want one like this. Get a load of this. Monster? Munster. The drink? or what kind? Have y'all seen that text post? I understand it. I really do. But that's not something you should ever admit. Like, you gotta have a little bit of dignity to be like, no, I only eat it in sandwiches, or I only eat it with crackers, or something like that. And that sounds like the most upclass thing, but I'm talking about Lunchables, okay? That, when I say eat it with crackers, I mean Lunchables. Not like, ooh, I have a little, what are they called? Charcuterie board. I don't mean that. I mean Lunchables. That, or what are they called? The even cheaper ones, the snack packs. I've gotten way too many snack packs. Always call them Lunchables. Only, I think, within the last year did I actually take the time to look at the thing, and I was like, oh, these aren't Lunchables. So yeah. Oh my god. No, the cheese. The cheese? Munster? Is that a type of cheese? Choosing eggs hard there. No, but like, you get it though, right? Like, it's one thing to have the, what is it, bologna and crackers of the Lunchables, but like the turkey and crackers, what is it, the turkey, what are they called? I don't know, the turkey Lunchables or the ham Lunchables, I low-key get it. The turkey slaps. The turkey actually slaps. And you know how on the packaging of the Lunchables, it shows you that you're supposed to essentially build a double-decker, like, cracker sandwich or whatever with them in order to have enough crackers to go with the cheese and the meat or whatever? Took me way too long to figure that out, so for the longest time, I was eating regular, like, little cracker sandwiches, and then with the leftover turkey, I would eat it, and there would just be wasted cheese all the time. I can't save you from that one. What the hell do you mean with milk? Like... No. No, you kind of dug yourself into a hole with that one. What do you mean milk? What do you mean you drink it with milk? What do you... On the one hand... I do, like, in the vaguest sense understand it. They're both cold. The milk is usually a little bit sweet. Not a lot, but just a tiniest bit. You know, that milk taste. The regular milk. I'm not talking about almond milk or soy milk or goat milk or any of that. I'm talking about regular cow milk. It does have, at least pasteurized, it does have a little bit of that sweet taste. So I could see it. But again, that's not something that goes together. Yeah, exactly. It's like... the same reason why I don't admit I spent a year drinking chocolate milk with any food, and one of the food that was primarily made around that time for me was spaghetti, so I was drinking a lot of chocolate milk while I was eating spaghetti, which feels like two foods that should not be paired, but low-key slaps. It didn't necessarily like, oh, they go so well together. I'm talking about like, it was refreshing, and then it was delicious, and then it was refreshing, and then it was delicious. You know what I mean? Like two separate instances that were happening like back to back, but not ingrained. What is it? Not intertwined. You know what I mean? Like different. You mean frozen Alice? Oh my god. But no, I don't. A glass of milk with meat. No. I don't think there's a lot of socially acceptable foods that you can drink a glass of milk with. Like, most sweet pastries get a pass. But other than that, I can't think of a savory food that you can say, yeah, and I'm gonna eat it while drinking a nice, tall, cold glass of milk and not get a weird look for it. You know what I mean? At least that's my opinion. I don't know. I have not seen... I have not found an acceptable dish where you can say that with. Today, actually, I was watching Raura Pantera from Hololive. And she was talking about, she was eating something, and she's like, yeah, with a nice cold glass of milk. I love drinking milk just by itself. And I was like, I do get it. I do. But still, like even me, who has eaten, again, like, had milk with other foods, is still like, no, but those foods don't go together. Yeah, even though, like, that's the thing. I think, like, milk doesn't interfere with a lot of foods. So that's why, despite it on paper seeming like something that, like, no, you should not put those two things together, it does work. But not in a way that you're able to justify, to the sense of, like, no, trust me, you gotta try them together. Like, I've heard, I think it's peanut butter and jelly with a glass of milk does work. Like, they actually work together. I can't say personally because I don't like peanut butter and jelly. But I've heard that those two go well together. That or peanut butter sandwiches with a glass of milk. Or peanut butter honey sandwiches with a glass of milk. But again, that falls more into the sweet pastry. Like anything sweet with milk. Not anything, but a lot of things sweet with milk do kind of go a little bit more with other foods. Which, ironically enough, milk tea, which is just like a lot of milk poured into steeped tea, you know, usually tends to be like golden tea or black tea, I think. Those are more easy to get away with like regular foods. Like, oh, I got some grilled chicken with milk tea or something like that, you know, because it sounds like, oh, you're like alternative and kind of hipster or something like that. You're going to like tea houses and stuff. But it's different. It's a very different vibe from saying you got it with a glass of milk. You know what I mean? Everything? Okay, hold on. It's one thing, which is already bad enough, to say, oh yeah, I drink milk with, like, while eating just straight cold turkey. Like, not a cold turkey sandwich, just straight cold turkey glass of milk. It's a whole other thing to say you eat it with everything, or you drink it with everything. That's way too, because you're talking about like, oh, it's Taco Tuesday, and I have my glass of milk. Or, oh, and again, this is, what is it, the pot calling the kettle black, because I did the same shit. I'm also guilty. But you don't admit it! Like, you don't admit it unless it comes in, like, it comes up in other conversation. Like, I do it to be humble. I'm like, I get it. It's not something I'm proud of, but I get it. Low-key, chocolate milk while eating delicious, cheap macaroni, it works. They're both creamy. They don't work together flavor profile wise. Flavor profile wise, in the sense of you don't want to have your mouth full or having, you know, some residue of chocolate milk and then put in macaroni and cheese, because no. But they don't clash. They clash a lot less than what would normally clash, you know? No. No. Drink juice then. Drink like apple juice. That's like way more socially acceptable. I drink apple juice with every meal. I eat my taquitos with apple juice. I eat a beef burrito with apple juice. I eat donuts with apple juice. I eat just straight ham with apple juice. Like, it's somehow it's just less offensive. And again, that's not saying like, oh, you have to, your meal is offensive. You can't admit that you like things, you know. Do whatever you want. But it is a little weird. It is a little, just tiny bit weird. Actually, milk calcium does not affect bones as much as it was advertised to. That whole milk campaign was by the agricultural industry and was really not that true. Like, it does affect it, but to such a negligible amount that it's that's not how that works. Like, that's it's not how that works. I watched a whole video essay on that. Wait, say what you want, but my bones are the strongest metal in the universe now, and I've never broken a bone except for me, because the docs told me to slow down on the milk whenever I was younger. Really? You drank too much milk? What happens when you drink too much milk? I mean, you know, there's always something that happens if you drink or eat or consume too much of anything, but I never even considered what that would be for milk. Like, what can he get? Milk poisoning. You got milk poisoned. You had that, like, status effect, like, on Minecraft. You had the little swirls following you around. I think there's good. Sorry, I'm like actually focusing now. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I still need to color this one. That's gonna be such a pain in the ass to color. It'll be fine though. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. We get there when we get there. We burn that bridge when we get there. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. I can't tell if I like it with the blue line art or not. Because on the one hand, it's not bad. I don't hate it, but I don't know if I can say that I like it enough to keep it. Which is why I keep messing with it. You know what I realized? I'm low-key bad at small talk. Like, actually bad. Went to a convention a while ago. That explains a lot. I was talking to a person at a con the other day. The other day, again, could be any passage of time. I think it's been 2 weeks. But we were talking, and I was asking about some cards, because it was like a card stall or something like that. And they were like, oh, which one's your favorite character? And I was like, this one. And they were like, oh, my favorite character is this one. And I was like, whoa. Well, okay, no, that is not how the conversation went. They said, what card are you looking for? I said, any card of this character. And they're like, oh, that's like a new character. So they have some cards out, but as far as like the English release, they're not gonna have those out till like this time. So you're gonna have to wait until then, and then later to actually start seeing them around being traded. As of right now, they only have like these cards and this character and anything from like this generation and before and blah blah blah. And maybe it was me who asked, but I think they just said like, my favorite character is this character. And I was like, whoa. And I knew that character. I like that character too, but I couldn't think of anything else to say, because the only comments that I had was like, oh, I really like the way that character is drawn, or oh, I really like the fan art of that character, or oh, that character, their talents are really cool, and like that's it. That's like all the information that I had. And it wasn't necessarily the right environment to be like, tell me all about this character. Tell me why it's your favorite character. And, you know, there's just like a type of way that when you're of the female gender, you're expected to behave. Because if you behave anything out of that line, they're like, there can be a lot of misinterpreted discussions. And so that's where I have to be careful, but also I'm like, I want to chat with people, but then I'm like, I have to be careful when chatting to people, because that has not gone well for me sometimes. But yeah, I don't know if I'm bad at talking. Maybe it's just the way that the world is set up. Society makes me bad at talking to other people. But yeah, I just felt awkward because I wasn't sure what else to say, so it's just So yeah, thank you so much for your help. Like, that was all I got. That was all I got. Oh my god. They were nice though. Oh my god, I'm not. I think I just stunned them so much that they were like, I don't know what else to say, but I would like to talk with this person who knows about this thing. And I was like, oh, I wanna talk too, but like, I don't know what to talk about, so I will stare. I'll just stare at you. It's like the little meme of the person looking down and then they got their eyes up, you know what I mean? That is definitely not coming out the way that I want it to. Oh, let me see what that looks like. Yeah, kinda, you know, kinda. I think I got it. I got the look. Nailed it. Oh my god. But yeah. And that's one of the communities that I say I want to make more friends in. Because, like, I have some friends who are in the surrounding communities and stuff. So I'm able to talk with them about some stuff. But, like, I think this has always been my major issue with getting into any fandoms. I'm pretty sure I've discussed this before. Where I like stuff a lot to where I will consume a lot... But no, I like things a lot to where I will consume primarily only that media, right? And at best, like, few other things. But then with the stuff that I'm, you know, hyper fixated on or obsessed with at that time, I don't know enough to carry enough conversation with people. You know what I mean? And then with the other stuff, I haven't consumed it for long enough to really know much about it. And so it becomes kind of like, I want to talk more about this stuff, but I don't know what to talk about with that stuff. And then like, I don't necessarily try to learn more about it. I mean, I kind of do it, you know, I'll read up some stuff. I know some stuff, but I don't know. Like, how do you, I don't know. What even are discussions? The only discussions that I really feel like I have that are always like, oh, yay, I was able to actually have a discussion that I'd like to have is like, oh, how do you feel about this game? Oh, this game was so good, right? I really like it too. Or like, oh, I'm looking for this game. Me too. I haven't seen that game in forever. Oh my god, I saw that game the other day. Really? Whoa. Like, I've had discussions like that before, but it's not like it's on the topic of, but it's not about the stuff, you know? But I think what I'm really craving is I just need to watch more video essays. I just want to get, like, and I say this, but like, I like video essays because I can pause and I can rewind. I can't do that with people. I seem really rude if I'm like, huh? What? Wait, what? Oh, you know, like, I can only do that like 3 times max per info dump. So, I like video essays. Because I like listening to info. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. I'll become so good at small talk that people will be like, wow, I wish I could always small talk with you. And I'm like, thanks. You know, you could big talk with me too. And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay. I almost threw up. Where do you even go to chat people up? Like, not in a, like, hey, baby girl, not in that kind of way, but, like, where do people have conversations? Like, the only times that I've seen people have conversations that isn't like, hey, Stephanie, I haven't seen you since last year, you know, something like that. Or like, hey, how's the wife? How's the kids? It's usually one person inserts himself either into a conversation or begins a conversation. And I have had people do that with me before, but I never know how to continue it because I'm not sure if they just like want to say this one thing and want an extended conversation. Because sometimes someone will have like a cool shirt or something like that. or a cool pin or a cool keychain, and I'll be like, hey, I like your keychain, I like your shirt, I like your hat, I like your jacket. That's a cool blah blah blah. And that's kind of it. That's all I wanted to say. I usually, like, not necessarily that I'm like, oh, I will jump off the roof if you begin to converse with me about that thing, you know? But it's like, I have no other comment. I have nothing else I want to say. That was literally it. I just want you to know that, like, hey, I know that thing, and I think it's neat. That's it. But sometimes I'll be like, oh, you know this character too? And I'm like, yeah, I like this media too. And they're like, oh my god, I love it too. This is my favorite character because blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, how cool. And blah 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 blah. Oh, how cool. And then they're like, yeah. And then I'll be like, yeah. And then we're silent for a little bit, and no one knows what to say. And then I'll be like, I should probably say something too. So I'm like, my favorite character is blah 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 because blah 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 blah. And I just think they're neat. And they're like, oh, I have seen blah 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 blah, and I think that's cool. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, yeah. And I go, you get it. And they're like, yeah. And I go, yeah. And then we sit there for a little bit like, now what? But no one can say that. So then I just kind of wait, and depending on the like environment, God, this has happened in an elevator before. You're trapped in an elevator, you know? Like, there's no way to just kind of like, okay, I'm getting off now. Like, you can exit a room. You can, like, in a party, maneuver to other people, you know? Or you can, like turn around it. Man, I've had it in lines too. Those I feel like low-key you're trapped too. There was one time this chick that like started talking with me. She was so cool. She was so nice. And then we didn't know what else to say to each other. Like, we talked about some characters and then like movies and stuff. And then I like I kind of had nothing else to say. And it was one of those conversations that like we would talk about a topic, but it was like very few comments to be said about that topic. And then we didn't know what to say, and then we just kind of like turned away. And then I was like, let me start a new topic because we're in line, you know. I can't just like, let me just not look at her for the rest of the time, even though that technically ended up happening because someone else joined the line. And then I talked to them for a while, and I tried to include her for a little bit, and then we had to like move up in the line. And then once we got inside too, because it was like for an anime panel or something like that, like I just didn't make eye contact. It was so awkward. I can't do it. Oh my god. I don't know. It just happens sometimes. Like when we were on our way to the theater, we got stopped. We stopped by a gas station to get tea for the road. We were talking about Mark and horror, and the cashier injected himself because he briefly heard FNAF. That was that, since all he had to add was FNAF. But we were talking Mark, movies, and horror broadly. Oh, as well as our childhood. Dude, real. Like, it... Don't get me wrong, I want to chat with people. But it feels... Oh, shit. It feels so awkward sometimes, because, like, how do I... like, I have nothing else to say. That's why sometimes, at least the close friends or, like, family, it's so much easier with them. Because I will deadass sometimes, like, oh, this thing, I have this information, and this information. And I'll go, and, end of dialogue. I will just say that because it's easy. It's easy to say that because they know that, like, okay, that's it. That's all she means. That's all she has to say. They looked at me funny the first time, but then after that, they just accepted it, you know? I can't do that to random people, or I can, but I'm not prepared to deal with, like, the weird looks that those strangers are gonna give me. I can't take it. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Oh my god. End of dialogue. Honestly, though, I wish it was socially acceptable to say, like, end of dialogue. Because it makes it so easy to, like, end your statement. It's just like, yep, that's all I have to say. Because otherwise, then, like, I have had people do where they're, like, equally, if not more awkward than I am when it comes to conversations. And they'll be like, yeah, and this, and this, and, if he's even slightly an overthinker, he stayed up late at night, 2 a.m. staring at his ceiling like, oh god, why did I even bother? Oh my god. That's why for me, like, I've had situations where, like, I want to interact with, usually it's with customers, right? I want to seem like, oh, they're chill, and, you know, have them relax a little bit, but also not be like, let's have this whole discussion and conversation and blah, 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 because, you know, usually I can't do that at work. So, like, they'll be discussing a thing, and then sometimes I'll just start, like, nodding along. Like, they'll be like, yeah, and this movie was the best one because it had Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic the Hedgehog is cool, and I'm like, And then, they'll be like, oh, and Shadow the Hedgehog was in it too. And then I'll be like, he's the coolest. And then they'll, like, laugh or whatever, and then I'll laugh too, and then I'll, you know, like I won't really turn too much towards them. I'll be like, you know, on my computer doing a thing or something, and they're like, oh, can you get my barcode or something like that, or can you reset my password? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I just need your card or whatever. And then I'm like doing the thing, like, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog was in it, he's so cool. And I'm like, and then it's like, oh, and Shadow was in it too, and I'm like, he's the coolest. And they're like, haha, yeah, you know, and I'm like, haha, yeah, and then I go back to work. It's so nice when you have something else to do, because then you can kind of like enter and exit as you please. Oh my god. The best social interactions, because then you actually seem so suave and so cool. My goat, my tea, Dipset, Fraud, Shadow. It's not a member stream. Can't say that. Nah, Shadow the Hedgehog's the coolest. You know, my mom sent me a Facebook Marketplace ad today for the game Shadow the Hedgehog. Only issue? It's the PlayStation 2 version, and I don't own a PlayStation 2. So I sent this to her without thinking, and I was like, ah, nice, but I'm looking for the GameCube version, not the PS2 version, because I don't have a PS2. And after I sent that, I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. I've never told my mom that I was looking for... No, wait, maybe she does know. She was with me one time that I went to, like, a vendor at a convention, and I had to ask her to ask the vendor if they had Shadow the Hedgehog on GameCube. But that was, like, a little under a year ago. Like, actually a little under a year ago. So, maybe she did remember. Whoa, my mom remembers stuff about me. Whoa. But she was like, oh, do you have a GameCube? And I was like, no, but the Wii runs GameCube games. She's like, oh, okay. Okay, good to know. And I was like, yeah. So I guess now my mom's looking for, well, not actively, but like, I guess she's keeping an eye out now for the GameCube version of Shadow the Hedgehog 2. What? It's coming! I jinxed it! It's coming! They're gonna release a game 2! The number 2! I mean, if Shadow Gens isn't already Shadow the Hedgehog 2, but you know, an actual Shadow. I can feel it in my bones! I can feel it in my guts! It's coming! I promise! Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, I don't, that's the thing about me, I don't expect people to ever remember anything, which is why it surprises me when people remember, even in the slightest, because I don't fucking remember. I never remember. So it's like, how do you know that? Wizard? Like, I know what you are. Oh my god. What color did I use for this guy? Use like a light blue. So me use like a dark blue. Oh, let me not. I can't do it. Damn it. My screen is bugged. Yeah. It caught me off guard. Cause I was like, no one remembers, it's fine. And like, here's the thing, I was gonna like mention it at some point in the sense of like, you know, I'm planning to do something for my birthday. I feel like I did mention that around my anniversary, where it's like, or at least nearing my anniversary, I was like, oh, the other stuff I'll release around my birthday, you know, like we'll do a little something for my birthday, and then yeah, that'll be the events for this half of the month, and the next half will just be the recathon, you know. But I didn't expect anyone to like remember without me saying it. So then you were like, oh, your birthday's coming up soon, right? And I was like, yeah. Like, you weren't supposed to know that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm on the right color. Yeah, because sometimes it's like, at least for me, for, you know, who doesn't expect people to remember stuff, I'm like, oh, I'll surprise them with this thing, and they'll be like, oh my god, wow, so cool. And then it's like, you took away my surprise. Damn it. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday yet. Because, and I'm telling y'all this not because, like, oh, event planning. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the event yet. But I know I want to do an event. And I kind of want to do it on my birthday. But then also, I wanted to go to Dave & Buster's and take some of my closest friends and people who I know are good at arcade games and have them play on one of those, like, unlimited games, or what is it? Unlimited, yeah, unlimited tokens Dave & Buster's card for like an hour. I think it lasts for like an hour. And have them get as many tickets as they could for me. Like, I would pay for it, but I just need them to play the games because I'm not that good at the games. I need them to get as many tickets as they can for me because I want to get the Sonic the Hedgehog waffle maker. Have I ever made waffles before? No. Do I know how to? Yes. But have I ever done it? No. But I want to be like, look guys, I need nothing from y'all. But I want y'all to just help me lock the fuck in and let's get this fucking waffle maker. That is all I ask. I will pay for the food. I will pay for the tickets. I will pay for everything. Just help me earn this fucking waffle maker. Like, that is what I want to propose. And it's just like, how am I going to fit that plus a stream in the same day? Oh my god. Yes, but there's no core memory forming if you just buy one, you know? I know your birthday. Hold on. Or rather, I know where I have the note of your birthday. Eggs' birthday is on... whatever's 9 months before May. Like... where is it? Oh, it's not showing me because I'm on stream. Disable streamer mode. It's fine. I won't dox anyone. It's on May 3rd. Everyone, Eggs' birthday is on May 3rd. Don't forget. What is it? Write your calendar. Accept my Google. Accept my Google. Accept. Accept my Google Calendar invite, guys. Oh my god. Shush. Shut up. Shut up. Forget about the 11th. Everybody focus on the 3rd. Banging pots together. 3rd. The bird. Well, you could if you had enough imagination. Oh my god. Ohio is known as the birthplace of aviation. I googled that a while ago and then I didn't read whatever came up. I just googled it and then got distracted. Oh my god. What should we do for my birthday? I'm trying to think. I want it to be something fun for me, you know? Maybe not the best content-wise, but I want something fun for me. What can I do that's fun for me? You gotta really think. I love watching tourney style stuff, so maybe I'll like just put y'all through the ringer. A bunch of like challenges or stuff. Sometimes like a bracket style competing thing would be fun. I need to write all that down. Oh my god. I feel like some of these I do have. Yeah. See, unis I have. Somebody remind me like the day before. It's the fucking... oh my god, I have an event the day before. So that means the Monday after. This Monday. This Monday is gonna be Unimon's birthday. I have some of it written, but the thing is, since I don't regularly check a lot of notes, I tend to miss it. Year... December 27th. Alex, when's your birthday? My tip. Hey, oh, hell, I wish. Alex, when's your birthday? I know it. December 26th. It's this day. Why did you shut the fuck up? Jarvis. I can't say that. Fuck. Never mind, Jarvis. Where is it? 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 Here we go. What? What? Ah, hell no. I know I can find it. Jarvis. Drag him by the balls 70 miles per hour up the freeway. Shit, that man's pants. I'm stealing that. That's a good one. Oh my god. 2,000 points to whoever can bring me Alex Rose's birthday. I know he said it in the server. I think. If not, he said it at some point in streams. And I'm trying to navigate my way to YouTube chat so I can look through all his YouTube chats. Because remember, that's a thing I can do. 12 timeouts. Alex Rose has been timed out 12 points. Points on the line. Yes, points on the line. August 17th. His birthday is August 17th. August 17th. Okay, alright, hold on. Yeah, I see it. Immediate surrender. Oh my god. Okay, let me see if it'll let me actually send them. If not, I'll go and manually add them. Exclamation point. Ooh, hello. Give. At Alex Rose. Real. Like, I know he's mentioned it before, and I thought I did write it down, but that's the thing. Sometimes I think I write stuff down, and then it's not there. So I'm like, I don't think I wrote it down. The 17th. 17th of September, I think. I just saw it. Why is it not letting me add? Okay, hold on. I gotta go through legal ways. Like if I'm doing it illegally. Mute tab, please. Mute tab. Go here. Go to view channel. Go to live. Bleh. Finish point. Give. Give. Nope. Alex. Why is it not letting me tag this guy? Jarvis, can you tag this man? Why is it not letting me at you? Alex. Rose. Normally it would... Or maybe it's because capital. Is that it? Why is it not letting me at? Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. The bracket. It's not... Like, it's not popping up the automatic at. But it's not doing that for any of them. Like, if I put at, normally it would say, like, oh, do you want to add this person? Do you want to add that person? It's a lowercase L? Oh my god, you're right. That's what it was. I thought it was a bracket. You... Damn it. Add Alex Rose 2000. There, let's see if that'll work. Always has been. I thought it was a bracket. It would make more sense if it was a bracket. It's supposed to be a bracket. Well, actually, they're called a bar, but that or a pipe. From a programmer, it was called a pipe. From a regular IT person, it was called a bracket. So that's where I'm not sure. Oh my god. Let's see. Will Cloudbot allow me? Really? Oh, that does make sense. I was just so sure. I was like, damn, YouTube's broken. My immediate thought. Let's see, Cloudbot, you're on, right? Like, son of a bitch, Cloudbot was inactive. Shit, I just deactivated it. Okay, it's active now. I don't know when it was deactive. Copy. Jarvis, copy my previous command. Oh, hello. Give at L A. There we go. 2, 3. There we go. I went from that to finally that. Got it. From line to line to finally line. Why? Why though? Why? Let me try one more time. One more time. Store. Oh my gosh, it's not working. Where is it? I'm reminded of this, so I'm gonna get to it as I remember earlier. Get to what? Ooh. Ignore me getting close randomly. Redeem. Was that the issue? Did it just needed to restart? Shouldn't. And let me go ahead and give you the manual thing. I'm still not sure why. Yeah, okay, that's still not working. I don't know why the 3D redeems aren't working. It's pissing me off. I'd be down. We just have to check if she's free, because she does tend to be busy. Wednesdays are usually her least busy days. And that's not true. Yeah, see, it's just... I don't know why it's been doing that. Why is it doing that? Loyalty... Alex Rose. those other clothes. There it is. You have 12,505 points. I'm gonna put that to 14,505 points as per our agreement. Confirm. There we go. There, you now have an additional 2,000 points. And if you ever dare to question me, how do I know you weren't just making up random numbers? No. No, that was not the agreed upon amount. 20,000, no, 2,000 is 2,000. Do I have enough time to start calling this one? I can reach out to her. She's chill. We talk about her dog. Her dog is named Shadow, like Shadow the Hedgehog, and it has like a little tuft of white fur on its chest. It's just like a little patch, but it has a little tuft, and that's why she named it Shadow the Hedgehog. She's a Sonic enjoyer. Like, she's chill. Me and Alito, we BFFs. We friendship bracelet level. Nah, but she's chill. I enjoy hanging out with her. Oh my god. Put that down. I don't want to work on this one. There's so much work. I have to do water textures. I don't know how to do water textures. Hello, cat. Thank you for joining us. My cat has joined. Not my cat. Dave's cat. The only cat we have has joined us, and he's just sitting like right in front of me on my desk. But he's crouched low enough so where it doesn't affect tracking, so that's great. But fat tabellard just plopped right in front of me. Shadow the cat is joining. Oh my god. Don't start that again. Shadow the cat. Shadow the cat does not exist. Please take your meds. Oh my god. No. No, stop feeding the poor AI. Random bullshit. You know it can't tell the difference. Oh my gosh. AI, Shadow the cat does not exist. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I think that is kind of the outlook she has. Where if she doesn't know you well enough, she's not exactly like keen on. I mean, she's chill. I don't think she'll immediately be like, seppuku yourself. You must be stoned. Like, and not the fun kind of stoned, you know? Like, firing squad for you, you know? Like, I don't think she'd do that, but I do also think she'd be a little like, why are you messaging me? But yeah, I'll invite her. See if she's free. Oh my god. Oh my. That is untrue. I do not. Nope. Oh my god. It resembles Tabellard is wild. AI, I assure you I do not have a cat named Shadow. Maybe I should get a cat named Shadow. I should get a cat. You know, the company that I work for, they like have some type of adoption program or something. I see a lot of ads. Yeah. But if you're nervous about it, really don't worry about it. I'll message her like after stream or something. Be like, hey, would you wanna point right, point left? Please don't firing squad for me, but do you wanna do you wanna play Lethal Company on X date? Which is a date that I totally know, and I'm not just saying X date because I don't remember what date. Like, of course I know what date. Silly. Hold on. I gotta double check. I know it's not this week. I think it's next week. Ah, see, May 1st. I'll be like, hey, do you wanna play Lethal Company on May 1st? From possibly 6 p.m. to whatever time we feel like it. maybe Roblox after party. Oh my god. need my reference. I think I'll stick with the regular tone chow because the water chow looks cool. You can if you want to. Again, it's totally up to you. I really don't mind either way. We're gonna be playing, shit, what is it called? Are We There Yet? We're gonna be playing Are We There Yet next week. Anyways, maybe. Soon. Sometime soon. Not this week, though. I think? Yeah, not this week. Soon. Fuck. I don't remember any dates. Schedule is way up here. Let's see. Yeah, Are We There Yet is actually gonna be next week. And so, game night would be next week. On May 1st. On April 22nd, we will be playing Are We There Yet? Y'all can hear the background music, right? It's not just something that I've been listening to myself all on my own. Y'all can hear it, right? I'm just double checking. There. Ooh, nice. Y'all can't hear it? Nah. Oh, this always happens. I'm like, it's blaring, it's blasting, they must be annoyed by it. And it's like barely audible at all. Is that better? It's already too late, but still. He's gonna go feast. He's so hungry. He's starving. He's actually tweaking. We still have like 19 minutes. Y'all were fucking with me? I cranked the volume up and everything. You want to bed right now, or? So you said so good night. Oh, as in like you won't see him again, so good night because it was too easy to bait. Shut up. Shut up. I trust you guys to not lie. Sorry. Oh. Stupid. Oh my god. Man's gonna dust. Man won't make it. He can't hold on much longer. Drink the old age away. Oh my god. I don't think that's a good idea to have. You was it? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. I saw the Mario Galaxy movie. It was alright. It was kind of boring. Like it was good. It was cool. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of like, oh, that thing, that power up from that game, or oh, that music from that game, or oh, reference to how they do this all the time. Yeah, cool. And that was like all the movie was, which is fine. It's not the worst thing ever. It was just a little underwhelming. I kind of expected a little more. Like, I didn't expect much more, but, you know, a little more. A little more would have been nice. I wanted to at least see, like, a cameo of like, the other Star Fox characters, at least. The Rob inclusion was cool, though. That one I liked. That one was funny. It made the whole movie theater laugh. Abraham Lincoln the Great Gunner is wild. Have a good night, Alex. Drink milk, eat vegetables, don't talk to strangers, is trying to pass judgment. There we go. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I can't say that. Have a good night. No, me slip up never. Bye bye. Bye, both of y'all. Go. I can't say that either. Have a good night. Drink your milky vegetables, don't talk to strangers, or at least try and use your best judgment. I will be here coloring, because I have lots of coloring to get done. Too much coloring to get done, some would say. But they would be wrong, because I'm so good at coloring. Say what, coward? Say it, coward? Okay, it, coward. How's that? Oh my god. You know, one of the problems that I have is sometimes I make funny jokes, but like, they're jokes that gross me out. And so then people, like, I've had this happen before, people realize that they gross me out, and then they start saying those jokes specifically to gross me out, and then I'm grossed out by my own joke. Like, it's terrible. And it's not anything crazy. It's just like, one time I was playing a game with a friend, and they were like, come on, let's use the bed. And it was the only bed that we had. So I was like, oh, we have to share the bed. And I was like, whoa, we gotta share the bed. And I was like, let's hold toes. Because, like, I meant to, like, you know, like one of those gross jokes. Because it was just like, ew, that's gross, you know? And I thought they were like, ew, gross, you know? But then they were like, yes, let's hold toes without talking. So I was like, ugh. Like, ugh, no, gross. And I showed weakness for a little too long. And every chance they get, to this day, it still happens. They will ping me in some type of meme or something. Randomly. It's always a different meme. And it's like, POV, holding toes with the homies. Or something like that. I'm like, oh, God, it sucks, it hurts, it burns. And occasionally when we still play the game, it doesn't happen as often. We had like a week of playing it, and it wasn't Minecraft. If y'all are thinking it's Minecraft, it was not Minecraft. And you know, we have to use the bed, and they're like, come on, we gotta hold toes. I'm like, stop saying that. Please stop saying that. I beg you, stop saying that. They've not stopped saying that. But yeah, fun times, fun times. I'm inebriated by my own strength. Can't have shit in Detroit. I don't know how I'm gonna get this water texture right, but I'm gonna try my best. And if not, I'll go with the other version that's not shiny and not super cool. Because you know what? I got this. There was this post on Twitter that I saw. Mind you, I have a lot of like Sonic content on my Twitter. All of it completely normal. And there was this one where it was just like a random video clip or something, and it had subtitles, and it was quote retweeted, and the quote retweet said, Sonic fans start watching at like 0:18, right? Like some type of timestamp. And so I watched through the full clip, and I didn't understand because I didn't have the sound on. And then the next chance I got, which was like an hour or two later, I watched the same clip with the sound on, and specifically went to 18, like 0:18 or whatever. And it had like a scream that at first I was like, I don't get it. And then I was like, oh, it's because it sounds like the Sonic Unleashed scream whenever he dies, and he like genuine terror scream. That's funny. And I was like, yippee, I'm a Sonic fan, because I get the joke. I don't think that's how that works, but you know, in my heart that's how it works. If I don't understand the memes, I'm not a true fan. Even though some of them, I feel like I don't understand the actual meaning behind it. I'm just like, haha, that's funny. That or it'll just seem funny to me, and so I'll start, haha, reference. Even though I don't fully get it. I'm a fake fan, but I like being included in the community. It's fun. Until they're weird, and I'm like, maybe this isn't where I belong. At my work today, I got to see a puppet show. For reasons I will not divulge. But there was a puppet show. It was meant for kids. I was just there, like, observing or whatever. And they had the puppet of a cat. And in the first half, y'all don't care at all, but, like, I'm gonna tell y'all anyways. The first half of the act was pretty engaging. The cat was actually pretty convincing. Like, not like, oh yeah, that looks like a cat. But it's like, oh yeah, if a cat was a character and talked about this, that's how they would, that's how their body language would be, you know? And so I was convinced with that. And because there was like a cat and a spider, and those were the only two characters. And the spider puppet came out, and, you know, being an adult maned wolf, I understood how it worked. I understood how the movement worked. I understood that there was a hand puppet, and that it wasn't a real spider. But being a person with eyeballs, looking at the spider puppet, it, like, the texture on it was so convincing. And the movement of it, they put the fingers, like the glove part of the puppet or whatever, in such a perfect way that when they did actually move the fingers, it felt like the legs were actually moving. It was, in my opinion, far too convincing of a spider puppet to have been in a children's puppet show. I didn't complain or anything, like, I'm not gonna... That's too scary for the children! Like, no. None of the children cried. None of the children, at least from what I saw, like, even did a double take or, like, blinked, or like, oh, there's a spider. Some got closer. But, like, what the fuck? Like, I was scared. I was, like, even I, knowing that it's not real, was like, it looks creepy, though. So I don't understand what was in those kids. They had no fear. I was like, ooh, wow. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I know that if I had seen that puppet in the back, I would have gotten scared of it. Because it's just a texture. It looked a little too convincing. I didn't like that. Again, I'm not gonna complain or anything, but like, it was... I don't know, I was like, wow. Am I the only one? Am I the only one afraid of this? No kids cared, though. They were fine. Kids were fine. But I wasn't. But yeah, in the second half of the act of the play, mind you, it was like a maybe 10, maybe 15-minute show. It felt like they ran out of steam. Like, they started off so strong, and then if I had to guess, I think it's all improv. I really do think the entire show is improv. Because it didn't seem like they had a particular script. I mean, it would make sense if they did, because they've been doing it for years. So, you know, like, it would make sense. But they don't have the same topic, at least from what I know. They don't have it, like, every week to, you know, memorize it that much. And then also, like, it's not like they have, like, dress rehearsals or anything. I mean, mind you, it's a 10-minute show, so I doubt that they would actually need dress rehearsals. But still, my point still stands. Like, I'm assuming it's improv, and they were, like, tired by the second half, which kind of made me sad, because it was, like, convincing at first, and then it wasn't. I was like, oh, I no longer believe the cat character. I'm no longer immersed. My immersion has been broken. I now know it's only 2 people behind there doing the puppet show. But yeah. I fully expected a human character, but I guess they only have, like... Well, that's not true. I've only seen 1. But I think they only have, like, animal characters, which does make sense. Because... Well, no, I'm sure that they have, like, at least 2 people puppet characters back there. But, like... I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell the entire time. The entire 10 to 15 minute show. If it was actually 2 people in the show, or if one person was like the stagehand and the other one actually was doing both puppets. Because they were both like single-handed puppets. And neither of them moved in a way that implicated it had like that wand or whatever to move hands. So, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I was judging a children's puppet show, so like, it did not matter. Does not matter. But it, you know, it mattered to me a little bit. Oh my god, I thought I saw a spider. It's just like a little edge, worn edge of my, what's it called, mouse pad? Desk pad? That like long mouse pad that I have on my desk. Whatever that's called. So worn edge of that. But it low-key looked like a spider for a second. And then when I was getting in the car today, there's a bunch of June bugs out, right? The love bugs. I had like a cream color sweater. And I saw myself, before I was getting into the car, in the reflection of the window. And I saw what I thought was a spider on me. And I got so fucking scared. I like smacked the shit out of my sweater where it was to knock it off. Like, I panicked. Turns out it was some love bugs, and they died. But in my defense, they shouldn't have been making love on me. I think that was very disrespectful of them, and they deserved it. Bah. I think I would just need to do the highlights and maybe a deeper blue, and then from there it'll look convincing enough for water. Oh, I forgot to do this arm. Dang it. I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god, I'm close to being done with the hard part. Let's go. Wrong. I've been on a bit of a Bob's Burgers kick. I don't know why. My brother described it to me as my cocoa melon. But it's just such a comforting show. And it's funny. The dry humor. I like it. It makes me laugh. It makes me chuckle. And it's an easy show to like put on and not really have to like look up that often. I don't know. I like it. I think it's nice. Not that he was saying it's bad, but like still. I was like, it's not cocoa melon. It's so much better than that. It has depth. It has characters. They have emotional depth. Do we have blooming? Yeah. Smaller version. I feel like it's always the small details that really sell a piece. At least when it comes to little, like, effects. If you don't do small details, it doesn't look as convincing. This? Oh! Favorite show. No. I do like Agretzko a lot. But Agretzko takes up, like, a different role, at least in my opinion. In the sense of, like, Agretzko is a fun show that I can watch if I want to see plot. You know, if I want to go back and, like, rewatch a storyline or see character development. Oh. Nah, I don't think so. Again, Agretzko, like, brain on, you know? Brain on, where it's like, I have this opinion. Oh, I have this opinion. Bob's Burgers, I just kind of watched them like, haha, yeah, they said this joke. It was dumb. Or like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. And that's it. Like, it doesn't require much more for me. So I think that's what makes it my cocoa melon. I can just watch it brain empty, brain off. Right there. But yeah, no, with that, I like Bob's Burgers. I think it's funny. I think they're funny. You know, they actually have a book where it's like, what is it? Real burger recipes for joke burgers or something like that. I saw it at the library the other day. It's too much. I think it's a little iffy, but it should be fine. That's good, and then all I need is a super light version of this. Maybe that white color that I used for the eggshell would probably stand out the best. Hopefully it's not too yellowy. And then I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. I'll do this. I'll still clip it, and then from there I can play a bit more with the light reflections. I feel like you gotta be really, really careful with the pen pressure when it comes to stuff like this. So I can either make or break it. And I think I'm breaking it. And not in a fun way. Okay, we're past time, and this is the last thing I'll say. I've been spending a lot more time on Reddit because I have a lot of computer access recently and not a lot of things to do, and I'm trying not to start too many projects, so I really have to try and distract myself without watching videos. So I've been on Reddit a bit more, and I recently found a subreddit. Yeah, that's what they're called, a subreddit, and it's called Girl Dinner Diaries. And like, I've been eating that shit up. That shit is so not necessarily fun, but it's just like, damn, that's crazy. You know, it's essentially a bunch of chisme. Gossip. Well, not really gossip. It's people coming and then they like tell their story of like, oh yeah, my boyfriend left me on this day or whatever, that, and then the other one of am I overreacting, which is similar to am I the asshole, but it's less on actions and more of am I overreacting. You know, like just the appropriate amount of response. Some of the stories I see on there are wild. Really gotta trust the process on this one. Oh my god. Terrible lock-in time. We are about to end. I just want to finish adding this where it needs to go and then see if it's in the right spots. Hold on. We're gonna see if this either completely pulls together and it looks super amazing, or it completely looks like shit and I should never pick up a pencil again. We'll see. I really hope it's the latter, where it's like, I mean the not ladder, the first one, where it looks super amazing and I'm like, wow, I didn't know I had this in me. But I'm not confident. I don't like it. Never holding a pencil it is. Hold on. 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 Wait. 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 Hold on. Wait. 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 Hold on. Oh, wrong one. Nah, I burnt it. The thought process is right, but the placement is all wrong. So I need a this one back to normal. Fill layer. An alpha lock. Yeah, okay, I need to figure out how I want to do this, but the thought's there. Like, it's so close, just so far. Anyways, I'll go ahead and end here. I need to finish this for the night. I'm really close to being done. I just need to finish this one and then that's it. And they're not hard to do, so maybe I'll be done. Maybe I'll be done by today. Yippee! Anyways, with that being said, hope y'all got a lot of work done and or disassociated for like 3 hours and feel well enough associated that you can go back to associating and not dissociating. Anyways, drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers or use time's best judgment, and I will see you all next time I see you. Bye bye! Yeah, see you tomorrow. Oh, don't forget, the stream is not at 7, it's at 9. Don't forget. See ya at 9. Bye bye. Yeah, goose tomorrow. Bye bye. Goose tomorrow. I hear it goes paired excellently with red wine. Maybe, probably, I don't actually know. I've never had goose or duck. That I know of, at least. Bye bye.